Hey, yes you. I Love Melville.live presents Black Friday, an on-air advertising opportunity for your business. For just 250 Rand, you can advertise your product or service on our platform for 10 minutes. And guess what? It's to an audience of 170,000 viewers. That's crazy. For more information, dial 011-718-2600 or simply email ilm.livesales@gmail.com. Increase your sales today. Don't be an idiot. Yeah, boy. You heard the guy. Don't be an idiot.
I think I know that guy.
Yeah. don't be that guy. You're being that guy right now. That's what you are doing. That's your papa. That's your speed as Fizo.
Like I was in the room when they were editing
Yeah.
that video.
Yeah.
That hey you. Hey,
Oh, anyway,
hey, you there.
welcome
to the Marvel Rush.
Oh, man, so much. Oh, like was supposed to take like that much for you?
It was a good show, dude.
It was.
We had like
It
a
was.
world famous boxer.
Yeah.
We had like reputable people. We had a guy that works for Four Post. It was very insightful. If you missed it, catch us on our YouTube, on the YouTube page. I Love Marvel's Space Live.
Yeah, man.
You can watch it on Facebook as well. I Love Marvel Live.
Yeah,
also,
man. Yeah,
also,
man.
the breakfast show was quite interesting.
Yeah, man. It wasn't that bad. Hey.
Oh, what? I saw you got like some new ladies.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Nova.
You know what I mean, man? You know,
I'm co-hosting with the guy. But
Yeah.
Like, you got like two ladies.
You know what I mean? It's like, don't try that hard, you know. Anyway, for those who just joined us, welcome to it. This is Marvel Rush, and myself and Sviso are basically just basically helping. We are assisting, you know. Laba balovile esikolweni.
You must come to the principal's office.
Yeah, they need to come to the principal's office. But you know, we've got the producer of the show, and who's going to be the co-host also. And she's, well, you were here last week, right? But today was going to be your first time doing the show as the producer and also as the co-host. Yeah, Dimpo with an L, by the way. Don't even ask me. I asked her also. I'm so also as confused.
I'm so too.
Yeah. Tell us more, man. Marvel Rush, you're trying to bring in a different energy, a different vibe in terms of this. Like, how's the challenge so far?
Yeah, so far it's hectic because of we're short of staff, and besides all that, sometimes our guests will disappoint. However, the topics are really cool, and besides everything else, things are moving. Things are moving.
Yeah. No, man, things are moving. I mean, you are fortunate enough. I mean, you got like legends.
You work with the funniest guy at ILM, myself.
Oh, okay.
Then you work with hey you over there.
Don't be an idiot.
Okay, you know what? I'll walk out of here. I'll walk out of here. But we're going to be having a fantastic show from 12 until 3 o'clock, guys. We're going to be holding it down for you guys. It is exactly 16 minutes past 12 right now, the 9th of November, 2020. And, you know, AKA Malume. I don't know if they still call you Malume Nice. Is it Malume Nice Staffs, or is it like what is your nickname? Malume.
It's Malume Nice Time, man.
Malume Nice Time. Say it right or don't say it at all.
Malume Nice Time.
Who gave you that name, bro?
Nice Time.
How did you get that name?
Yeah, like I'm also interested. I
Well,
don't know, man.
The journey started like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So my nephew was born Kutlwano. So I used to call myself Malume wa Kutlwano.
Yeah.
Then I went through a phase where it was just all about nice times before Ricky Rick started with his whole thing. So it's like I had the name for like 4 years now. So it's been a while. Yeah, Malume Nice Time.
So speaking about the fact that you've been around for quite some time, like me and you, we're down with Matric, and I know that you guys have an interesting thing. Then, but you want to tell people what should they look forward to for today's show, man? I know that you've got like great content today, man. I'm sharp, man. Yeah.
So, I hope you guys are ready. Today, we are focused on matrics as they are writing their exam. We're here to motivate you guys, and we're also here to make you guys laugh and just like it's lighthearted. We're here to tell you guys not to stress. So today, we will be looking at people who've like you'll get advice from people who've passed matric, people who've either failed and tried again. So it's everything entailing matric exams and high school as a whole.
Nice.
So, yeah.
But I think I'll say about these years matrics.
Yo. You know
I don't
they
want to be a
have
matriculant
You know
like at
they
this
have
time.
to write their June exam along with their final exam.
Well.
But now they say that they're gonna combine it in one paper. But the fact that they didn't write the June exam means that now they're studying for both June and final.
double travel. And now they can't party anymore.
I mean,
Until late December. There's no more pens down. You know,
I mean,
remember my
they
pens
still
down.
do.
Your pens down. Pens downs were like. Did you have like a pens down
We
situation?
did. We did.
Pens
Yo,
down.
hectic.
Like Mita right now, like our head of content right now is like she's out here celebrating about like she's just reminiscing about Utanogu Sela.
No.
My pens down.
Yo, pens down.
Hands down was the one. I feel like in matric, before anything else, as much as yes, we wanted to pass, but we looked forward to the pens down more than anything. Because it's gonna go down and no one's gonna tell you anything. You don't have to study, you don't have to worry about next year. The only thing you have to worry about is whether you're going to varsity or not, or whether you'll be able to achieve your dreams or not. Otherwise, and you have like an entire month to think about it. Other people have like a few weeks because they get their reports at like December or so. So you have an entire month to think about it. So you don't care. You don't you're just reckless and
Nandi.
What about the matric dance? Some of the schools don't even.
Some people didn't have their matric dance.
Yeah, that's
because I mean, lots of people look forward
to a
Yeah.
matric
matric
dance.
dance.
Yeah. You know what's interesting about this? I want to find out if we can find out from people who are currently viewing this right now on our Facebook, Twitter, and also on YouTube, if they can actually send in their comments, even on our web player. If you don't know a web player, then Angabune at time 011-718-2600. We want to find out. Yeah, what's that? Just call us. Don't call us with the last minute. Also, your pens down story, your most memorable pens down story. I know that I've been in so many pens down stories that pens were even down. Also, not just pens. That it was no, I'm serious.
And there were many men down.
Yeah, there were many men down.
Oh
I still
my
remember we
God.
had this concussion, by the way,
Yeah.
because you know how people like
Punch.
yes,
Yes,
punch man is
punch.
masinamel. Like like that thing was dangerous,
Yeah.
right? And I still remember I was in Alberton High at this time, right? Grade 8.
Yeah.
Grade 8 last year, grade 8. And I know that right now people are gonna be like, but you were under age of drinking, but bruh, it happened. Okay, we move. So we had Russian Bear,
Oh, whoa.
we had Storm.
Yo.
I'm gonna name them.
Yo.
Was a storm him with the knees.
And at that time,
Russian
there was
Bear.
there
I
was
feel like,
there was when
Russian Bear.
Storm was introduced, mama.
Yo.
Hi, let's Storm listen as your man.
Ay, man.
Hi, let's pas dilutive.
There was a combination storm, twist. What's that other one? Was the storm
Spin.
twist?
I know.
Hey.
My
Yeah.
sister has a story, but I won't embarrass her. She has a story.
Is it?
Yes.
You must just do that. Like,
She has a
let's
story.
spin around this thing. Spin
Yeah.
my world around. That's it. That's
So
what
wait,
spin
you
would do
guys
to you.
mix Russian beer and spin.
We had. So I'll tell you what was in there. Ne?
Yeah.
It was Russian beer. It was a storm. It was a drink called Old Brown Cherry.
Oh,
OP.
that was lockdown alcohol. bro.
Yeah.
I had myself a 2 liter of OB. I swear, I had a 2 liter of
you guys,
OB.
what's that?
Just lalo.
Yeah.
You don't know OB.
You know a church.
Mm.
You don't know a church like for communion.
It's the
Is that what
communion
we
Just
drink.
drink?
lalo, yeah. Sometimes it's grape
She's
juice,
like,
but
she's like,
sometimes
is that
it's
what we
OB.
drink?
Oh.
She said that with so much disappointment. It's like, is that how? What did you think you were drinking in communion? None about
No,
Shabanga
I've
wine
always-
to run.
You know when you watch these soapies, then they get home after work and the guy's not wearing, he's wearing jeans and a jersey.
Mm.
He's like, oh, I want some sherry. That's OB.
Mhm.
They just put it in a glass bottle, but,
But
it's
you know,
OB.
you know what you guys are doing right now. You're
Mm.
talking about pins down and matrics are only starting. So now, what are you guys trying to like? What are you trying to achieve?
It's
What
like
are you What are you trying to do with the matrix?
No. I'm answering a
It's
question.
basically motivation to see what outside is like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to answer a question that they are sending me in the control room. No, you can vision mix my woman.
We didn't know you were gonna be here.
Yeah, we didn't know that you're gonna be here.
Like,
but
you don't know how happy I am to see Kanye.
dude, you know how happy I am to see Mihle, bro.
And Mihle,
Yeah, like
Kanye is like my other half. Like I like my heart just went.
You see what you're doing now? You're causing problems in the management team. We're gonna be stuck with these things when we're done doing the show. When we're not presenters upstairs, it's gonna be awkward now. It's gonna be awkward.
But you and I have had a long day today.
We did, eh? We really
It's
did.
like 12:30.
Right. So I was telling Dimpo
Yeah.
in the control, I'm like, oh, it's been a bad week. She's like, it just starts. I'm like, yeah, I know.
It's been a long week.
That's how bad it's been, girl.
Shame.
That's how bad it's been. So for those who just joined us right now and you're wondering, hey man, these are not faces that I'm used to.
With these old guys.
With these old guys, like no man, no. Marvel Rush is aesthetically pleasing faces. What's happening now? No, this got all humpy. First of all, we are not that ugly, you know.
There's no do-rag, there's no change.
There's no change. I think that's the thing.
There's a small one.
Yeah.
There's a small one. Yeah, just one.
And you know, no one's shouting, you know. So
I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna snitch on you guys.
is it?
I am.
Okay. Anyway, if you guys don't see Dimpo with an L tomorrow, then you know why.
Snitches get stitches.
Anyway, it was an interesting weekend rather. That it was Tendo's birthday. Tendo is one of our presenters also for Lived Experiences. And I still remember they had a fantastic show. And then the day before, on that Friday, I went to a club called Reds. And I know I've been speaking about it like throughout this whole week. Like if someone has been listening to this, like, dude, like really, I think like Reds overpaid you. I went to Reds and I was hosted. Here I am, I'm sitting there in that booth. She's laughing because she knows. Hey, I'm like looking at this girl. I'm like, hey man, she's basically gonna be starting to work here. So I call her. I'm like, I told one of the waiters, because one of the waiters, I'm like, call that girl there.
Yeah, you're there in the booth, in the VIP.
Highly embarrassed.
They call her. They're like, she turns around. And she turns around. First, she didn't realize. She thought maybe it was maybe one of these old men that are basically always calling the girls in the club. You know, those old men in the club that be like, yeah, man, we could just call that girl right there.
Those I'm a legs and a thighs man.
I'm a legs and a thighs man. You know that Ed. Yo, I'm a legs and a thighs man. Hey, seriously, if she doesn't know that Ed, she's too young. Yeah. And then you turned around, and when she turns around, she checks, she's like, and then she goes back again, and then she looks at the friend, she's like, is my boss.
Guys, I was so mad.
Why? Oh, you're getting down.
No.
Jaluto.
Yes, she was, eh? Yes, she was. You enjoyed yourself. You enjoyed yourself. Like,
we moved to Matrix.
Well, it's a good thing you weren't lying that you're sick.
Then
we find you in the club turning up. That's
that's another story. But you enjoyed yourself. That place is actually a nice place.
It is a nice place.
I enjoyed
the one there on 7th.
Yeah, the one on 7th.
The one that has like an outside.
No. It's the one that has a rat outside.
Yeah. Trust me, I see a lot of rats in my life. You know me every day. Every day.
But yeah, it's a nice place, man. I still remember when I went in there. I mean, I went with Kamu, our head of sales, and Nande also, who works here. And then they had a group of association also that we went with there. And hey, I tell people this thing, by the way. You know, when you're outside on 7th, you must know one thing, guys. This place is nice, but you must be.
Yeah, you must be woke.
You must be very woke.
You must be very woke.
You tell them your story.
They snatched my friend's phone. Yeah, you must be woke when you're there. Like they snatched the phone and then this guy was right beside us and he was pretending as if he's walking, but he was walking really slow. And I still remember him. He was wearing a blue shirt with a blue mask. Anyway, he was right beside us and then he pretended as if he's walking. So we saw him. He got off the car and then he walked, but really slow. But because we're minding our own business and we're doing our stuff, I bought this guy that a silver Etios stops next to us, and then this guy was like he looks at us. So we had like our male friends there. So I think he took his time because he saw that our
the situation,
immediately when all of them turned, he snatched the phone and he left. Like, yo, guys, it was a mess. Now we're running after him. It's Silver Etios. Did you guys see a Silver Etios?
It's chai. It's chai. I'm gonna tell you that it's chai.
And then shortly after that, another girl who was helping us with the phone situation, she was like, she dropped her stuff. Ne? So as she was picking up her stuff, Silver Etios round 2. Yo. Guys, stay woke.
And the guy that I was with also, one of the guys that I was with, he and for me, like I told him also, like when he went back in the club, but I told you. I'm sorry, I hate being that guy that says I told you so. But he was outside with his phone and he was like, yo, dog, I need to go make a call. I'm like, why don't you make the call inside in the toilet? He's like, nah, man. I'm like, bruh. Melville.
You know
I'm sure he was calling
the
girl, the girlfriend. The girlfriend thought he was at home sleeping.
And he knew like quiet place.
Guys with silly lies.
You know what made us too comfortable? It's a thing of, you know, when you're out with guys, they got you. So we got too comfortable. So the minute they turned their backs, everything went south. So we got too comfortable. Like we Ubered outside. We usually Uber inside, and then when the Uber gets there, we leave. Yeah. So that time, like, nah, we got.
You're not gonna take chances
because you got male friends.
We got male. Yeah, can't do it.
So another thing also that's very interesting about that is that Melville Resident Association's got like this whole thing about the safety and security thing. Just to tell you guys these things. I mean, I still remember like when I did the interview with that guy. It's like you gotta be wary.
Yeah.
Always.
At all times.
Not just Melville. Everywhere.
True.
Everywhere. Even in the mall. Everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
So regarding this whole Matric thing,
let's get a little bit serious before we get to the fun.
Yeah, because we are having too much fun.
Now they're thinking about clubbing, they're thinking about parties, but they have to study. Some of them are legit within the writing, within the paper, like the mid writing.
When did they start, by the way? When did Matric
the ones
start?
I know started today. I don't know about the others. So,
but them tricks are just no man.
Yeah.
You're about to make that comment. Yeah.
I think for me, like, the tricks are just man, these kids, man, you find them there in the clubs, you're like, oh, and you know they look old now. Matric's on like our Matric age. They look old.
Yeah,
we used to go to a place to go ask for like
ID.
I've seen first years at our school. They look older than us. First years at our school, like they really look old.
And then that is it because of that situations there where you end up not even blaming people like Maporisa and stuff, like in those kind of situations because of the Maporisa situation. It's like, is it because of that?
Nah, he has himself a Matric. He's supporting.
Can we not?
He's trying to pass the exams. He's studying, shit. Yeah. So what's cooking in terms of Matric exams?
So I had a questionnaire on Instagram just asking people who've been through Matric and who've passed the Matric on how they kept sane, how they studied, and what worked for them as Matrics. And also we go through their emotional and social experiences, friendships within Matric. We go through dating within Matric. Like we go through all these things, how you balance, how you keep it balanced, and just so let's find out what they say.
Give us your readings, girl. Your
findings, research. Marvel Rush, by the way, for those who just joined us, it is exactly 12:32 right now, and we are currently talking Matric exams and how people actually felt about this whole situation. Yeah.
So I asked how their emotional stability was during their Matric final exam, and what worked for them, like in terms of their sanity, like what worked for them.
Yeah.
So let me just.
So you got the numbers, and are the numbers pleasing, or are the numbers?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
So I don't know if she wants me to keep her anonymous or what. So
did she say she wants to be anonymous?
She didn't say anything.
Okay,
it's Bushaka.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Wait.
Hold up. Wait.
Hold back. Yeah.
Bushaka Rancha. Actually, Dr. Bushaka Rancha. So she's doing her doctorate this year. So better respect. Respect on her name.
Wait. What does it mean though? Because now the only part is
a dog.
Dog.
Ranja.
Ranja. Like Ranja means, does it mean Mr. Dog? Does the
Yeah, it does.
seriously?
Yeah.
So there's surnames like that.
So where is she from?
She's from Free State. She's currently in Bloemfontein.
Yeah, it sounds like a Free State surname.
What are you trying to say about us?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
So yeah, she says that her mom helped her prepare mentally for exams. I wish she could elaborate on how her mom helped her. And then she goes on and says that she moved out of hostel and realized later how much of a distraction it was. And she's one of the I used to go to school with her. She's one of the people who went to boarding school and at like grade 1 or 2, if not kindergarten.
She's lived in boarding
Yeah,
school.
so
Yeah,
she
yeah,
only
yeah.
realized in Matric how much of a distraction hostel for her was. And in those times it was like course haze, like proper Afrikaner course haze. So it was distractive. And then she goes on and says that her APS went from 28 to 33. She's grateful. I'm grateful I made that move.
Interesting. All right. Dr.
So-
Ranja.
So if you're one of those that stay at like hostels and like boarding houses and stuff like that, I'm from a boarding house where I know it can get really distractive. It can work for you, or it can either be distractive. There's no in between. So it just depends on what you choose to do. So I know like a few friends of mine who've also went through the same journey as Botlokwa, who started off like primary, everything was chill because you have older students who help you with your homework. So it's not that much of a work until you get to high school. Now you're the one that's supposed to help the young ones with their homework. You're the one that's supposed to also keep your academics intact. So now it becomes an issue because now there's also a little bit of freedom. As much as yes, there are people guarding you, but there is a little bit of freedom. Like it's similar to being in race, like in varsity, but now the difference is that in race, like everything is on you.
Yeah.
So it just depends on how you use your time. During study times, do you study or do you socialize with your friends? And it gets really hectic in hostel. Like it's a thing of peer pressure. That's when you feel peer pressure.
Yeah.
People say high school you get peer pressure. Go to a boarding school. Stay at a hostel. You'll feel it. And this is where you need to choose. Am I being myself? Is it me and my schoolwork, or is it me and the friends? So I'm grateful that Butloka took this route.
It's another thing, man. I mean, when you guys are referring to like this thing of like boarding school, I mean, or maybe it's how boarding school was maybe in my time, so to speak. Like boarding school, like if you were taken to boarding school, you were taken there to be taught a lesson.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean? Because
you're a problem at home.
You're a problem at home.
And the community, basically.
Exactly. And it's like no one wants
No one wants.
and they're like, seriously, like he would attest to that, like also. And then if anyone else is listening, guys, just comment about this. But from my experience, when we heard boarding school, like my parents would threaten me if I misbehave with boarding school.
If everything they failed.
Yeah,
the last resort.
It's like, you know what, you need to go to Spike.
I do agree, because in terms of mannerisms, boarding school is really good.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
By mannerisms, I mean like things like knowing how to treat other people, knowing how to be around people and like live with them, and also things like like I remember at our hostel they used to say that when a girl comes into a room, like a study room, as much as we had different study rooms with the boys, like there was hostel for boys and then there was courses for girls. So
then sometimes at night they meet.
Yeah, and that's it.
You got a comment. You got a comment here from Misha. What is Misha saying right now?
Let's see. I never stayed in boarding school and I suffered from the FOMO. My mom thought I would be problematic if I stayed away from her. Jokes on her because the rubbish.
That I can agree on. Leo, I agree on.
Misha's a problem.
She is.
Misha is an actual problem.
Yeah,
did you guys see her statuses this weekend?
No, let's not.
Let's not go there. Let's not. I saw that.
Can I
Let's
say
not
something? No, Misha blocked me. I'm using this second story here.
Yeah. You got blocked, man.
Misha blocked me from seeing her statuses one time. Misha and Kaisa. I was like, wow, guys. I thought we were in this together. We're a team. How can you block me?
And then for me, you know what's the messed up thing? Is that I chill with you guys on weekends, though.
Dude.
Like I felt hurt. You know, I felt hurt. Like,
where's the loyalty?
like, where's the loyalty? Yeah, like, aye, but
Oh.
so, but
do you care to explain?
like, she was probably not gonna explain that. There's a line of respect.
Boundaries.
All right, but there's no boundaries when you're at my crib, acting a fool.
Exposed.
No, those are like, no, man, let's not do that.
I'm a pro. No,
Because now they don't know where to find us.
Anyway, for those who just joined us right now, guys, it's Melville Rush. We are filling in for none other than Big O and CO. And well, we are basically going to be talking everything Matric also and other interesting topics, like boarding school, for instance. Right now, we are talking about boarding school. The fact that for some of us, boarding school has always been seen as that place, like it is that place.
Yeah.
Honestly speaking, I still remember when my mom threatened to take me to boarding school after I got expelled from high school.
You got expelled.
Yeah, I got expelled from Amapiano.
Oh.
Yeah, but Alberton I was just
Yeah. I and there's the thing, getting expelled at Amapiano is one of those things like you got expelled at Amapiano. You know what I mean? It was like seen like that.
Mm.
Like, what do you have to do to get expelled at Amapiano?
So you were bad.
I was bad. And then they threatened to take me to a boarding school. I still remember boarding school that was close there by Henley on Clip. There was a boarding school. Hey, when I walked in there and they were showing me the place, I'm like,
Yeah.
I was honestly speaking, I was afraid of going to boarding school, but when I was there, I'm like, Yangs was the la. What a la. And I feel, yeah, and I feel like exactly. I feel like now boarding schools have changed. I mean, now as a parent,
Yeah.
if I have to take my kid, I want my kid to go to boarding school to learn life. Like boarding school will teach you life.
Yo.
You'll teach you life.
Uzogcina.
I don't know.
Guys, uzogcina.
You'll teach it. It
Uzogcina.
will teach you
I
life.
stayed in a boarding school from grade 7 until grade 12.
Mhm.
Uzogcina. You
Boarding school, like what it can teach a person is that it will teach you how to live with people. It teach you how to take care of yourself, because
how to
you
be
want
on your own.
how to be on your own.
Yeah.
That's why parents that had kids that go to boarding school, when they go graduate and they have to go live and rest and stuff like that, they don't have a problem. And you've seen also in student race,
Yeah.
you can see people that went to boarding school and those who didn't.
Yeah.
Freedom kana uba nayo. Like you don't even
But you
know
know,
the
my
meaning
problem
of.
is, remember what I told you about choosing which route you take in
Yeah.
boarding school.
Mm.
In our boarding school, it was a thing of if you choose the freedom way, then it will show. And if you choose not to, then you abide by the rules. And I went to a rural school, so you guys, everything was tight. So people who were slick are the people who you can actually see that when you went to a boarding school. And then there's people like me who are actually study guys.
Yeah.
Lights out, get lights out. You know, like those, like I abided to the rules to a point that I look at myself, I'm like, why?
Oh,
Why?
that's why. So you go to rats. Although
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything.
I think you have another comment here from TK.
Mhm.
Who says, I never went to boarding school because my mom thought I'd be out the house forever from high school.
Hey, man, that's TK.
You know, I also dodged the boarding school train, eh?
Yeah.
Like my grand always wanted me to go to boarding school. I was like, no, I'll go. I never.
Why?
Then when I finished Matric, they wanted to take me like to University of Limpopo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or some, so I can learn life in inverted commas.
Hey, but the way you, the way you said it, I can learn life.
Dude.
Like really,
The only teacher I had was the streets, man.
the streets.
The streets.
The streets taught you all you needed to
Yeah,
know.
that's-
So if we had to put like a competition right now, if we said boarding school versus public school,
Yeah.
who would win that fight? I'm talking. Okay, let's talk about the fights now.
All right.
Yeah.
So first of all, let's talk about street fight,
Mhm.
right? And I'm not saying street fight. I'm talking about street wisdom.
Yeah.
Oh, to be
Boarding
street
school
smart.
or public school or public school.
I'd say public.
Mhm.
Public.
Mhm.
Yeah, those people are the ones that guaza you.
Ah.
On the real, guys, people from public schools in Free State, the hands.
Yeah, Mara, you see, Free State, no, Free State is just another.
Free State, they're just
Talk
angry.
to
Free
us
State is
nice.
alright.
Talk to us nice. Put some
Oh, you got a
respect
knife in
on
your purse there.
us.
Sorry.
Sorry. Guys, I remember a story of a girl that used to stay with us at the hostel. Ne? So she was dating this guy from our school. You know, like those rugby players that everyone likes. Those guys. So she was dating one of those guys. He had a car. All those like.
Was there even soccer at the Free State schools though?
No.
So they wore shorts in high school.
Guys, you know what? As I was saying.
I'm sure. So farming was a subject.
You know what?
Farming was a subject.
Barre farming was a subject.
It was him. I didn't say it. I'm sorry to the Free State people. And by the way, I was saying that my late
Guys,
fiance is
I'm
from the Free State, but
If you're from Free State,
she'll
and you're
come up
watching-
right now and she'll make things wretched for you. I'm telling you. She'll show you what Free State is, bro.
That's what I
I
was
know
telling
the
you
Free
guys
State.
story about this girl.
Yeah.
So this guy cheats on her with a girl from another school. So this school was like a public school, and one of those schools that you mess with one of those hands from there, you are dead. So this hand, guys, she dates it. Okay, sharp. And now she finds, oh no, the hand from the other school finds out, yay, something's happening there by the school. And she comes with her friends to the hostel, a group of friends, guys. And then she waits outside the gate of the hostel, and then she screams her name. Now we all go like, what's wrong? Hey, I want Ban. I'll say in Bali for now. Her name's
Why is it always in Bali?
Like I want this Ban.
Why is it always-
Like
Change
exactly.
that name.
Hey
okay,
Joe.
she calls Samantha.
Okay, cool.
And
That's
then
much better.
sharp, Samantha comes out. Yeah, and now people, guys, it was a movie, and like she didn't even negotiate on some. Why are you dating? Who are you dating? Why is this happening? What? She's like, guys, like she had weapons in her bag. She had a bag full of weapons. Yo, it was a movie. Luckily, the securities from the hospital came out. Guys,
guys.
do not
all
play
the
with
way
kids
in-
from public schools.
All the way in the Free State.
Public schools.
All the
That
way.
means
in the
that there's
Free
no
State.
action in the side of us. But anyway, TK again with another comment.
Yeah, what is TK?
So
TK
TK
is
says-
eh?
It says public schools teach you how to catch a taxi because your parents can't pick you up.
Even when I got
Not
to
me, though.
Joburg,
He says not me though.
Not me.
Oh, cheese boy.
I mean, I took a taxi, dog. Taxi life
Even-
is the
Life,
one.
me too.
Always.
Yeah.
even when I got to Joburg, I met a few people from public schools. They're the ones that actually taught me life here in Joburg. Because Tani says so I was that girl, guys.
Oh.
I like
You probably
it.
know Africans very well.
I will-
Can you Africans, brother?
No.
Yeah, for the fact that you said no, that means yeah.
I'm joking. There was a point in my life where I spoke Afrikaans better than I could speak English.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, man, no. Laat ons Afrikaans praat no.
No.
Hoekom?
I
Let's
don't
hear
like
Kanye's
it.
comment, guys. Come on.
Let's
guys.
see.
What,
I don't
hey,
go
you
to
and Kanye,
boarding
the way you like
course,
Kanye.
of
Say,
course.
say, Yazin. Yeah, I swear.
So
I don't
Kanye
go to a
says-
boarding school, but we had a hostel. Those kids will live. Yes. People from boarding schools live the life, but it depends which route you choose. So let's hear Rory what she says. She says that it's still the question of how was her emotional stability and what kept her sane.
Saying during metric exams, yeah.
She says that from the parents.
Wafela la
friends.
oyaphuma endlini yami.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. You used to remember those chats.
Ungabuyi.
Come back with a report, yeah, that's written. But we used to actually look forward to one thing, and when it comes to, and especially not my metric year, not my college year, but my metric year, right?
Yeah.
Is that the holidays after you I got to my exam, because you're getting your report next year, right?
Yeah.
And every boy's gonna see you.
Every
Yeah.
single family member that's gonna
Was it
see
in
you
those times
is
where
asking
they
you
had
that
your
question.
name on the actual
They
name?
take your name out on the
Yo,
papers.
guys.
And then we used to make jokes. I still remember I once made a joke to one of my friends. I was like, when your name's gonna come out in white ink on that paper.
Ah,
Ace and his
Tato.
bar.
Yes, you know. I wouldn't have any. There's some people in Matric they'll be like, the ones that are busy studying every day. Yeah, no, it's serious. It's Matric.
Yeah.
The exams,
Yeah,
Matric.
these are the
Up
those
to me,
ones that
age.
post.
And then you're like,
Oh, and
These are the
then
ones that post every day on some studying. Bo hashtag off. Call me when you need me. Results. Call me when you
and
need
that time,
me.
remember that time we had like mix it. People
mix it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still remember.
But
I'm not buying. I'm not buying.
I'm no more buying.
BIS.
Yes, BIS. Yeah. You still remember also before even that we had the MiG 33 also sometime.
I never really understood
MiG 33.
Like
MiG 33.
2000, like it
Yeah, no, you wouldn't know it. I think MiG 33 was born the same year. You were the same year you were born. It was the same year that MiG 33 was born. You probably don't even know MySpace. That's not about love. Yeah, in MySpace.
Well,
You know
guys, we
MySpace.
can end the show if we're gonna go that way.
Sorry.
But,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
but we thought we're gonna bring like
I'm sorry.
our aging group also here. Like
I'm sorry.
Mitla's like black parents, but you will tell them you are not coping with depression. Bakbuza how you have depression place.
Juan, you're telling us.
And that blazer, by the way, that's the same blazer that I was wearing from grade 8 all the way to grade 11, bro. It's the same blazer. The color also has changed. Also,
blue in, blue out, dyed by the sun. Those are the only colors you have. It's the sun. No scroll next.
No, I still remember those. Like we knew, and especially if you went to a semi-private school, they used to call them semi-private schools. We knew that if every year when it's new uniform, new blazer, like we understand the other part of the uniform, but new blazer every year.
Guys, blazers.
Because they buy that long blazer, then they just fold it.
Can we just talk about how tiring blazers were?
They were
every day. Blazer.
And especially when you go to a school like the ones that I went to, they were like blazers were okay. So when I went to Alberton High, it was compulsory to wear a blazer. Come rain, shine, lightning, or it could be like they say that the sun is literally underneath the school. You are going to wear that blazer.
Yes.
And then I then messed up where I changed my life when I went to Merton High now, where after getting a spot, then I had to go to Merton High. And Merton High, can you hear the name? Merton High. But then when I walked there, I was like, yo, you know when you get surprised.
Is it
when
the same school where you felt like, yo,
it's one of those, no, it wasn't that. That school, like I couldn't actually get like enrolled to that school because I was blacklisted. So at Merton High,
they went to a department for you.
Mr. Meany made it clear. That guy, Mr. Meany made it clear. Now name and shame. He made it clear, bro. Like, and my dad was the person that made it worse because my dad was the one that used to tell him all the time, like, don't call me to come discipline this guy. I gave you money to discipline him. Don't call me. So he would say it in front of Mr. Meany. So Mr. Meany is like, you know what I mean? So when I got expelled, like the whole district, the Kuruleni district, he like blacklisted me on those schools. And then it went so far, Melville also. So I couldn't go to Riverside High. When I went there, I applied, they were like, we can't take you, dog. You're a problem. Then I went to that boarding school and they were like, nah, fam, this boarding school is not. That's why I was like, there. I saw in that boarding school, I'm like Langzo Zenzen. Because there was a different kind of boarding school. There was like a Lani boarding school. You know the Lani boarding school? You know what I mean? Like, it seemed like, man, it wasn't like GP Boys.
Yeah.
When GP Boys was like a boarding school fully, like GP Boys, you wouldn't step onto things like that. So at Merton High, it sounded like Merton High. When I went there, every student there is black. Every teacher there is black. In my mind, I'm like, it was like that kind of scenario. So we had to speak to the principal. Like how I got there, my mom literally gave the principal like a black envelope. To actually enroll me, and he enrolled me. And then when I was there, that's why I changed my life. That's why I appreciated things. That's why I went. I became the executive, deputy president of the RCLs. And then you have to wear the blazer all the time. So you come out of a blazer, you walk into another one,
guys. But by the time it hits 3, yes, you're done.
Oh, you 3 o'clock, you were still at school.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
She lived at school. Oh, she lived at school.
No, but 3 o'clock, everyone was still at school. So we had
doing
classes,
what?
No, listen, we had classes until 1:30, from 7:30 until 1:30, and then from 1:30, guys, What time do you leave school?
No, it's like our
When the
schools
bell
when the bell
rings,
rings at
you're
2 o'clock.
gone.
2 o'clock is chai, bruh.
No, 1:30 is when there's no class whatsoever. You're done.
But you must stay still in school.
You must stay for extramural activities, for sports, for everything after school that's not of academics.
Oh.
So you stay.
What school did you go to?
Ready for school.
It's in the name. Hi, it's in the name. But you learned a lot about those extramural activities.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
did.
yeah.
I did.
Yeah, but we used to school starting at 8 o'clock, ending at 2. That's the thing that we are used to.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
and then after 3, the first team rugby and netball players and sometimes soccer, they didn't take soccer serious at our school. So first team rugby and netball teams we had study from 3:30 until 4:30 for that was the first study. So after that study, 5 o'clock, first team netball and rugby players have to come back to practice. Apart from the practice that we spoke about from 1:30 to 3, they practice again.
I know, man. Precious here made a comment, She's like, you should have gone to Cephubs. Is it Cephubs or is it Cephubs? Cephubs. Am I pronouncing? I win. You used to Free State for sure. If you even see a C and you're gonna pronounce it like a K. CPUBs. Yeah, CPUBs Academy, a school for stout students like people who went to jail.
Misha went.
I also don't believe it. I also don't believe it. I don't believe it. But anyway, does that say that it's always the church girls? There's that saying, you know the saying, yeah. They say the church girls are the wild ones. But still, you Christian. Seriously, you went to a Christian school. When you actor so. You were even yeah. Hi, man. Yeah. You even had girl. Also. But you know what? I would believe that, Shem. I think that's why you were hired.
Very smart. Yeah.
That's why you were hired. Now, I'll be honest with you. That's one of the reasons why I brought you in my management teams, because you have that leadership skill. Mara Ostout.
So let's hear another advice or experience.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just the other 4.
There's more.
Name.
Just the name of the guy is just the other 4.
I think it's a him. I'm sorry if you're her, but
just the other 4.
Person's Instagram handle is
like I was about to say, you need to reevaluate your life, Miguel.
You just be accepting followers.
Just to increase following, you just accept. That guy's probably not even from here. It's probably from another place. From Cyprus.
In a room by 15 there.
You know?
Them in a room.
Hey, no, man. No, evaluate, man. Yeah.
He or she says that I was calm because I accepted that I'm there at that time.
Yeah.
Win or learn, I'm going for it. That's good advice. Yeah. That's good advice.
It is good advice. So for those who just joined us right now, this is I Love Marvel.live, and you can't tune into Marvel Rush. We are basically just filling in for a big O and none other than CEO. But however, the producer is still there because she's got the bucket heads. I know, man. Gaspoti. What do they call it in Free State?
You guys are really coming for Free State people, hey?
Yeah, we're not coming for Free State people. Like, do you pronounce the free? Do you pronounce the R also when you pronounce Free State, or is it only
Free State? Let me tell you, it's not even a
Free State
thing. Such a people that
Free State, yeah.
Such a people they pronounce
Honest.
R.
Yeah. So give Free State.
And then they have this thing of saying if someone's surname is Radebe, it's Radebe.
Yeah.
I'm not lying to you guys. Like in Sotho, R is usually pronounced as. So I remember when I got here, I was used to saying every time, and then Misha all the damn time she'd always say, "Give me an example." Let me say. Matric, story.
You really are that mean, Michelle. Like seriously,
She's
really mean.
Christian school. Christian school.
Christian school.
Yeah, probably she was skipping the holy water every time. It's like,
I'm sure she had OB.
yeah, she probably did.
For the
You know, even in community, they like bring the extra stuff, bring the strong one. It's Michel's turn. We need to bring the old brown cherry and vodka.
You know, Michel's one had no juice. There was no juice.
There was no juice. What's the juice here?
Precious says Modisha.
Yeah. She says what?
Oh, sorry.
I never understood why
Rini is not
Rini.
Yeah, no, that's Sotho for you guys. I'm not even going to explain it. I also don't know how.
Like Dimpo with an R.
Dimpo with an okay, but
that one is the most confusing one ever. Like I really do not understand. I'm trying to justify it. I'm trying to get.
Just roasting me.
We're not roasting
if
you, but like I just don't
age,
understand.
It's me coming from Free State. If it's not that, it's me being said.
Who spoke about your age?
What is the problem? You said something about.
You don't want to say anything about age.
Okay.
No.
What about that Free State dust in your ears?
I'm done. I quit.
Farming.
It's farming, man. She was doing a lot of plowing, you know. You know when you are used to being in a farm, that when you go to the city also, you go plow like your pot, like just the pot, you just there plowing onto the pot most of the time.
Yes, guys.
You can probably drive a tractor, dude.
Yeah. Probably a tractor was a local Free State.
I hope
the taxis there. The taxis are driven by the guy with the car key.
Precious, you're also coming for me. Dimpo is Shweshwe more than it is Sotho.
Maybe she is right. I get it. Isn't like one thing. Descendants.
It is one thing. Like it stems from one place. However, we have like different kinds of Sotho. We have Sotho from Free State which is Southern Sotho, and then we have Northern Sotho, which is the one that my name, the one that I am, where you write Dimpo with an L. Radebe is Khatebe.
And also, there's that guy that acts Aubrey Pooh. He said it's like P-O-O.
P-O-O-E. Yeah, that's
like
the
boy.
Sotho. That's the Sotho that my family comes from, like the deep Sotho. And then we have Sotho from Free State.
Then you have Joburg Sotho.
Sotho from Free State and Joburg Sotho are similar.
No ways.
But no, hear me out. Sotho from Free State is Sotho Tswana. And then when you get here, it's easier for you to speak Sotho or Tswana with other people. But if you're from Lesotho or like in the northern Sotho where they speak like Sotho with an L, Dimpo with an L, like that deep Sotho, like the actual Sotho, then you won't be able to communicate better, like as good as people from the Free State communicate with people from here. Because it's similar. Free State is a combination of Sotho, Afrikaans, and Tswana.
Isn't?
Yeah.
Or Free State, that's a combination of that. Because God is Sotho on Namabur.
No, that's what I'm saying.
They only have one airplane. When I heard that story, I laughed. Like, they only have one airplane.
Seriously? Is there one aeroplane?
In like my uncle travels a lot. So it's still like a long time ago. I'm sure it's changed now.
Yeah.
So apparently they only have one airplane.
Wow.
that travels. So now if you have a flight at night, you actually have to wait for the plane to come back.
Yeah, you gotta wait.
So that means you're there the whole day.
We have another advice from Daisy Mufokeng. She says that for me, it's studying from the first day of matrics. Finals are for revision. Yeah, I agree.
There's so many of those that had that mentality.
It
giving people
it works for other people. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Not to say that from the first day, go and libuka every day, but to say that. But I'm assuming this is what she means, that by the first day, that if you have your first test, that's when you go all in. You study to know, not to memorize, so that when you get to your March test exam things, you know what you're doing. You study again, and then when you get to June, you restudy. By final you're done. Final you just study for the ones for fourth term. That's what happened in hostel. I don't know about
how many H's came out of. Did everyone pass in your?
I doubt.
No, not you.
Everyone.
In our matric.
Yeah. No. We got 99.
So
One person.
Who was that one guy?
No, the disappointment. You just.
And guys, can I tell you
But
what?
is there something as
Our school-
100% though, guys?
Yeah,
Plus,
our
right?
school was known for 100% until
that one guy.
Until us, that one person gave us what? Is it 99 or 98? But there was one person who failed. I think one. It's 99. Yo, guys,
That one person. What were they doing?
I don't know.
Guy or girl?
I don't know. Like,
Please,
really
I
don't
wanted
know.
that answer myself also. I wanted to know. I wanted to see what she was going to answer and
It
say.
was a guy,
No,
probably had like a
I
young
really
pretty
don't
Devon
know.
girl.
Because I thought we are all gonna pass. I really don't know. Because on the day of the results, I didn't even know that we didn't get 100%. I knew like later that down on some country we didn't get 100%.
Oh, Konja, you're the era where it's like they use the numbers and not the surname.
So-
we knew.
We'll pick you up, guys.
we
PJ.
knew.
You look at your whole class. You look at your class list here.
We
It's Swiss.
But I feel like
Swiss has been
also,
written
you
in
know-
with a white ink on the.
But also you
on the
can you
paper.
can know because we sit according to the numbers. So I remember I was 32. Like they give you a number 00 something
Yeah.
and then 32. I was 32. So you'll see the first person was 31, the person behind me is 33.
Which
This
was
one,
34. Boom.
yeah, you should know. I feel like other people knew because I really didn't know. And then we have another one from Anonymous. Emotionally, I was taking, but my group of friends helped me carry it.
Mm.
Can be tricky.
What's this taking thing? Basically, let me just find out that.
She or he wasn't coping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
Taking could mean that
Yeah,
you're not
buys.
okay. Like, yeah, wabayza. Yeah.
Instabilities.
You're not stable.
But guys, like.
Anti-Christian school prefect.
And then we have another one from Joy Malaba. Honestly, my family kept me sane. Studying at my own pace worked for me the most. Yeah.
So you see.
I didn't study. I actually I read to understand.
Bokrem.
No, agreement on. I I cram pass forget. Yibo ke labo ke. Labo be age. Ngoba since I cremile. After we find out they ask the person like the same question twice. But because now they that's the thing. If you don't understand, for me, if you don't understand the question and you don't understand like what you study, if you understand, I can ask you the same question in different forms, but you will still understand how to actually get me. I know Kotlabafit. Me, I didn't pass like I didn't pass very high on my marks. Mara just to understand. That's all.
We had another girl in our hostel who didn't study at all. But she listened.
Yeah, she that's the person I'm referring to. Mara, she probably passed.
Yeah, she was an A student. She was.
That's what I'm saying.
But she never
like because you
studied.
understand.
That's fun.
And I gotta tell you,
When my way triple Z.
she always got punished for sleeping during study times. Like every time.
Oh, I know those
would
students.
Be her and the chair. On top of the table with a chair every study time because she was sleeping. But come exams, come prize giving, she's there in the top 3.
And the people are like, like everyone in the class are like,
And I also have a cousin who in her high school, like her whole high school life, she partied. Like she's from Free State, but she partied in Johannesburg. She partied, but she was an A student.
She like hitchhiking.
Even that day at Reds, when we met at Reds, she was there. She's still from Free State till this day. She was there, and the next day I called her. Where are you? Because I thought she's still in Johannesburg. She's like, I'm in Free State. I'm studying. Guys, she partied, but she was an A. She still is an A student. She's doing her honors now.
She is some
partied. She still parties.
Hey,
hey man, she parties.
Yo, let's take a break. I can't. This is good.
Yes, you. I Love Melville.live presents Black Friday, an on-air advertising opportunity for your business. For just 250 Rand, you can advertise your product or service on our platform for 10 minutes. And guess what? It's to an audience of 170,000 viewers. That's crazy. For more information, dial 011-718-2600 or simply email ilm.livesales@gmail.com. Increase your sales today. Don't be an idiot. Yeah, boy. Don't be an idiot. Yeah. You know what it is. You know what it is, man. It's cheap, man. It's cheap things, man. 250 Rand for 10 minutes. Papa. Just like, okay, let me keep quiet. I was gonna say something right now that could have stirred up like a controversial thing. Like you know where I was going, eh? Hey, man. So I had to, yeah. We are talking schools, right, guys? Melville Rush.
Yes.
Yeah, Melville Rush. For those who just joined us right now, guys, it is at top of the hour right now. That means it is exactly 13:09 Central African time. If you don't know what 13:09 means, it means that it's 9 minutes past 1 p.m. I don't know why I have to even explain that, but for the fact that I did, that means Matric wasn't your forte. And that's what we are talking about.
And now we're talking about dating and Matric.
Hey, man!
That was fun.
Really?
Hey, Matrician Feliz.
Were you like gone?
3-2. 5-2. I almost failed because we went to a crib, or sometimes to my crib. You know the study times. You know, most because we wrote like the prelims. I need to prelims. Yeah. So we had prelims, and then during exam time, you know, matriculants exam times. Like at that time, you write two times a week. Then you're gonna write next week maybe 3 sessions and what's not.
And then you
like only the big like the subjects like English, Afrikaans, no one gets a team. Then everyone else is doing their own things. Then separated.
Yep. So now me and my girlfriend at that time in high school, we're in the same class. We're doing the same subject. So we were writing at the same time. Right?
Relationship goals.
You know what I mean? But with master relationship goals, you don't say.
At that time,
relationship flops.
Like,
same stream. It's no love of my life.
We won. Guys,
listen to what Kanye's saying.
What is she saying?
I never studied. To this day, I still have no idea how to. I had to make sure I was always front and center in class asking questions. If I understood in the first time, I never forgot.
Exactly, Kanyisa. Exactly, can you see? She understood. Just to understand, it's enough. I think grammar, I think so. Makhanda, species grammar and nama sentences.
So you were telling us about your.
Oh yeah. So the experience with the dating one was that, when we swapped dates. So when my aunt, right, because I lived with my aunt because my parents took me there in Melville. So when my aunt wasn't at work, right, she would come to my house and would study there. Was there studying? Studying would happen, you know, when life orientation included also. You know what I mean? Eh? What was that? I didn't get that. What was that? That's the one. So what we would do is that we would study maybe about 2 o'clock. My aunt is coming back at like 4. Then kind of study. You know what I mean? When we went to her crib, right?
Yeah.
It was a whole different story. When we went to her crib, we had to study because in her house, like there's this photo, man. When I walk in there, like there's a photo of her father, like it's right there in the dining room area, and you stare at that photo and you're like, at the time I didn't tell Sophia no more.
Yeah.
You know when your date or the person you are dating is like, when you ask them like, when is your dad, when does your dad knock off? No, my dad is always on the road because her father was a truck driver.
You can pull up anytime.
That's the thing that made me be like, we are staying in this dining room. I'd rather have your dad come here and light dining room rather studying.
This is what Dr. Bushoka says. Leave Njolo, guys. You're not missing out. There's plenty of time left. I agree, because even me, Jola ringing Matric, it almost ravaged me. No,
I just got a message here from the private chat. Did you see it?
Yeah.
No, that you see that one. I salute that one. Sorry, guys. We were talking.
That's why they're here.
That's why they're here. Don't say that.
No, that's why they're part of management.
Oh, okay. It's to buy us food, right? Yeah, man. Anyway, so in terms of this whole situation of dating, let me find out from you, because you're asking people these questions. When in Matric?
I dated, but like until June, because had I not left the
And then you dumped the guy.
Yo,
I had to. Bad? Was it toxic?
Thing is, we dated like for like 2 or 3 years, and he was like a grade older than me. So when I was in Matric, he was already in first year varsity, and we all know what happens in first year. Like you start clubbing, like that's when you experience life. And now the relationship is a bit on the tricky side. And now also me, I'm emotionally attached, and now the academics are saying what now? And now it's a mess. So I had to let go. Yo, guys, I remember this one time he cheated on me with my cousin's friend, like they're from the same varsity.
The cousin, the one that's parties a lot.
No, another cousin. So now my cousin calls me. Are you still dating? I'm like, yeah. Confidence, John, guys. She sends me pictures of this girl and the boyfriend, guys, by hip. So Paul, now I'm in high school. I don't get the experiences they get. So these people, they go out on dates, like things that varsity people do, because now they have more freedom. So now this girl's always posting, Nike show bang hide, I'm status saying, Nike show what's happening. I don't see these things. I only see myself. So I had to let go. Now I confronted the guy. So now this guy tells me, no, I'm overreacting. Your mom, okay, I'm sorry for overreacting. I continued the relationship. Hi, but guys, my cousin would call me the other day. He's like, they're exchanging. This girl drives negatives. I'm like, too serious. Now they're exchanging cars to school. So my cousin video calls me from her room. So her room, she could see what's happening in the parking lot. So now she video calls me. I saw the entire scene, guys. Bakisana, but bye, babe. Yo, guys, I saw it. And I'm like, this is it. I remember that time I said to our hostel mother that I was sick. Guys, I wasn't even sick. I was just hurt. I didn't go to school. I was like, I have a stomach ache, and I think I have period pains. Guys, I didn't have any of those. Bendine heartache.
Broken heart.
Yeah, and I was it was June exams. Like I was very much within June exams, and then I didn't go to. Well, I did write my exam that day. I remember I was blocking, but I didn't go to the study the whole.
Oh, shame, mom.
I didn't go to the study the whole day because.
So where's this guy now?
He's okay. He's fine. He's living his life.
Still in the DMs.
No, we still talk, but I'm still
like it's done to that point that you are not even thinking of like, oh shame.
We do talk, and guys, I have nothing against him. I feel like we're fine. He hurt me in between exams. Yes. So
now Tembi, Mihle, says I dated in Matric, but didn't last because really lasting is not my thing.
New news. Like, I'm not even sure. Yes, in any comment that's coming from Mihle's mouth or Mihle's fingers, so to speak. Like, I'm shocked.
But this is why men deserve. Yeah. I'm just saying. Not all men, because I'll get fired, but some men deserve less. And then Rory says that personally I couldn't handle because Mojolo is a jungle gym on its own.
Well, so now on the other side, Tembi says, I regret being serious in Matric. Jolang.
I saw it. She also responded here on Instagram.
So Tembi,
there's another one. Dating is okay, but you should be able to assist each other in progressing your academic.
Yeah. Like, I feel like I
need 2, need 3.
Sometimes now, Joe.
Daisy goes on and says, "They lose your virginity in high school." Daisy is hurt.
I feel like a lot of people are going through that experience, by the way.
You know what? I remember, like, the reason why I was so skeptical about losing my virginity in high school. I remember, so in hostel we had like older people who would always share these things with us. So one of them was like, actually not one. Most of them were always like, if you get if you lose your virginity now, you're gonna be attached to the person that broke your virginity, and you're gonna be messed up,
like
they're
that person's
hurt
gonna
you.
be
And then I saw it happening. I'm like, I'm not losing my
How
virginity in
true
high
is
school.
that though? Like,
Well,
what kind of
I saw it
extent
from
to it?
other
Yeah.
people, but with me it wasn't like, well, I didn't lose my virginity in high school, but I knew, like, when I lost my virginity, I feel like I knew. Even with other people, I saw it, that losing your virginity, the first, guys, people get attached. You should, let's not even
Le
go
comment
there.
le comment
I'm
le.
waiting for marriage. No
No
sex
sex
before marriage.
Yes, when I'm like,
But her status is all
Christian.
on.
I thought you were
Another
blocked
thing.
from the statuses. What's now?
Hey. I think you don't need it up. What was the weather?
Anonymous says that my boyfriend and I are still together. 4 years later, I still get butterflies. La la. I said sure.
Hey, mama still,
Yeah.
mama Tamia.
Yeah.
Give a mama still moment. When you are living a movie, young. But there are people like that. I mean, I know, like, then they also just expressed that part from her side, that she's been with her husband right now from since she was 18, so it's 10 years.
Can I tell you when my parents met? But I feel like our parents is a different story. My parents met. My mom was in grade 8. My dad was in grade. My dad is 3 years older than my mom, so he was.
I thought you were gonna say, like, even him also was like, hey, don't say the age that we are thinking that you're gonna say right now.
Arcade.
My dad was.
There's no bump and grind situation.
My dad was in grade 11. Yeah, 11. And then they met. They were together. They're still together.
Yeah, I tune. But nowadays, it's very hard for that to last, eh?
But my mom says, yeah, my dad raised her young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took her through the most.
Yeah, no.
Of course.
Yeah, man. But your mom showed you that Tanto Belinya Mesela Wanak.
Sure. Maybe other girl, not me.
I want to begazela.
Begazela.
I want to begazela. What's a begazela?
Aibo.
For what? For what? Like Begazela. He's going through the thing. And he's just going through a process. Like, can I get a body chow after that after the, yeah. My girl.
Oh, sharp. Yes.
Joy Malaba says that she found her first love in high school. Really was a great experience.
When you never summer well moment, you must just go. Like, when your situation is really rough, like maybe even the pastor sometimes when they were praying, they're like, I don't want to put my hands on that girl. I don't want to burn. Oh, did you? Also, you got to close a 6, basically. You just asked him for closer 6, like right now, as we.
Zulu men don't know closure.
Hey, man, he's gonna probably put nails again. You see, next time now you're gonna be telling us that you are back with that person again. Then he's gonna do the closure shit.
I know we told it closure. It's an open wound.
Yeah, man.
Because you know what's the most hurtful thing is wanting someone that doesn't want you. Yes.
Yeah, that's that's rough. Like, but rejection is a thing, though, guys.
Can I tell you, my worst heartbreak is not from relationships.
Were you in Matric?
No. I was in varsity. Like, it's not even from relationships saying I dated this gen for like maybe 3 years. Yes, I got hurt, but it wasn't like, I'm crying. It was from this one, the talking stage, the rejection.
Yo.
That was legit my worst.
So you
heartbreak.
did you had a crush on this person, basically?
Actually, let me tell you, I didn't even like him like that, and he kept pursuing. By the time I liked him,
he was gone.
he was.
That's how you are. Yes, brother. Yes.
So, yeah, that's what I'm about to say to that guy.
Yeah.
Viva la viva. Yeah. They must learn, man.
Yeah.
It is exactly 13:22 right now. If you just joined us, you're currently tuned into Marvel Rush right now. A fantastic lunchtime show, Central African time. It is 9th of November, and we are basically just hosting the show and filling in for CEO and a Big O at the moment. It is myself, Tato, none other than Dimple with an L.
With an L.
Yep, and Malume Nice Time.
That's funny.
I wasn't gonna laugh on that.
But-
That's funny.
The way I said it, yeah, like I like saying it like that. And I'm gonna make a trend, my friend.
Don't be an idiot.
That's old. That is old. That is old. When are you on Malume Nice Time? Boy? Like when on Malume Nice Time, that dazzle. So, by the way, speaking of Malume Nice Time, did you get that nickname whilst you were in Matric also during your Matric year?
I used to call myself Superman Omnyama in Matric.
Oh,
The better you're used to these nicknames.
What? Like my
I
guy.
was very creative.
Yeah?
Superman.
Seriously? But it sounds like something that you would call yourself.
Yeah, I'm a very creative
Why
guy.
were you calling yourself
Superman
Superman?
Omnyama.
Yeah, why
Superman.
man, were you calling
Black
yourself?
Superman, dude.
Is it? Why didn't you just call yourself Superman? Why do you have to put Black Superman?
Superman Omnyama. I like Superman.
Well, you-
Maybe
But actually,
on my
it's
Matric
actually
jacket.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, Superman Omnyama, dude.
Oh
Nice.
my god.
But now, there needs to be some connotation meaning there behind.
You know, there was
you
a guy who
being-
used to rap called
Mm.
Molly.
Mm.
So he used to call himself the Superman Omnyama.
Oh,
I was very into like a lot of music and like prominent people.
you done so measly the guy.
Oh.
Did you so measly the guy?
He doesn't know, but yeah. I can't walk around. Like, well, now he knows. But
Yeah.
on the way, it's shame, man.
Yeah. So, other interesting features that we've got. Obviously, we're
Yeah,
talking about Matric and dating your Matric year. Yeah.
We have three people actually sharing like one of their funniest high school or matric experiences. Hmm.
Why are you cringing first? Like, is it a Matric experience? By the way, if you are just joining us right now, please send us your Matric experience, your most embarrassing, your most
Yeah.
momentous experience. It could be anything.
I think for me, Matric was just like, hey, this pause, this down.
And that's the year not
Hey,
to
no.
do that. Like, I don't understand though.
No,
Yeah.
for me, it was when they changed the school anthem. So I was deputy head girl. So it was cool. We had like a rule that the leaders in the school in Matric they
Yeah.
have to sit with the teachers.
Yeah,
on the
I know
stage.
that's yep.
So we had to sing the new school anthem.
And
right
I'm
in
sure
front
you
of
didn't
everyone.
know it.
Yeah, guys. And they had the screen like where they have the lyrics here.
Uh-huh.
But now the thing is, I'm there by the stage. I can't see. It's like this. I can't see, and I can't.
And
even
you should
do
know it
this.
off by heart.
Mhm. So I was there like. I didn't even know what I was saying. Like lip syncing went wrong. Yo.
But lip syncing.
With
went
me.
wrong.
And everyone else noticed. And I remember my friends were like, dude, were you okay up there? I'm like, I was fine. And everyone just kept asking, do you know the lyrics? Are you okay? Were you okay today? Now I can't even explain and say I don't know the lyrics. I was like, nah, I wasn't feeling good. Yeah.
That's probably how they asked you, and then they probably told you need to go plow.
I just said I wasn't
For
feeling
punishment,
good.
you must go get
But I
those
was-
carrots.
Yeah, go get them carrots. This is free steak.
Are you vegan, Dimple?
I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, you probably had that for lunch. My bread with carrots.
You know what? As I move on, Rory says that she once got kicked out for 30 minutes because she was borrowing a pen, a fucking pen. That's what she says. I'm sorry for the language.
Ow,
And then we had-
Dimple. What's her name again? What's her name?
Rory.
Rory. Ow, banana. For a pen.
I would say in Matric, you can't be asking for such.
Mara, they need to have taught her that, dude. When you Matric and you're in an exam room, you do not talk to anyone.
You know, it's bad to a point that they say.
Calculator. You can't.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's bad to a point where they say that you actually bring a transparent pencil
Yeah.
case
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
Plastic bag.
Yeah.
bag.
I remember I got away with it in grade 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In grade 11, I didn't study in Dwana. Like your science that day in Dwana, it was kicking
Yeah,
people's
yeah.
balls, blah, blah, blah. And then you have like your blazers, and then you have
Yeah.
you have that paper
Oh,
script
I
right here.
remember my friends from the hostel.
Mm.
They sat next to each other, like behind each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, behind each other. Which one the English?
I know, don't worry, it's not you, it's Free State. Yeah,
Maybe it'll sound better if
The other-
Afrikaans.
yeah, maybe. Do you want to wear khakis also? That like
I'm
you
done.
got shorts.
You know what, guys? I'm
Carry
done.
on, girls.
So
Don't worry.
Carry on.
Yeah.
the
You're
other
okay,
one
girl.
sat behind the other one. So what happened was that they've already discussed that okay, if I don't know a question, I'm gonna cough. So if I cough, you look back and like try to do something. And if you can catch, I'd say 3 point something something, maybe you'll give me the answer. So that if I cough, then the other one goes as if you're reading through the exam paper. So now when I you pick up
Okay.
your paper
Hey, man.
and then you know when you're holding it
Talent
like
job.
this, and it's like you just going through it, you're looking at your work. So now this one, if she sees, and now and then one other time the invigilators came and they're like, the person behind you can see your work, and now they had to like change the position that they're working at, and then they did it again same day to a point where they was like
These kids.
shift, like
Move from each
and
other.
then the other one was like she needs to go to a bathroom mid-exam, and then as she was walking, she walked past this other one, and then this one dropped a pen. I don't remember the whole like I don't know what they were
That's so
trying to do.
hectic, dude.
So this one dropped a pen, and then there was a point where they were like, "Are you guys trying to tell us something? What are you guys trying to do?"
Well,
And then and then they got like they separated. Like the other one wrote from the back of the bowl.
Man, these
That's
girls,
crazy.
these girls, they must be taught how to do blueprint, and I feel like Nati, they thought too much about it. Man.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's gay. Like, there was a guy who had the notes.
Yeah, the
on
notes
his
on the
sleeves.
sleeve. Yeah,
That was like the thing. Like,
just
it was just
and
I
dance
remember
chai.
full of ink.
I
Okay.
remember this one
Chai.
time I used to have like maths equations on like we wore tunics, so
Mm.
I used to
On
have
your
my
thigh
maths,
there.
yeah, on the thighs.
Mm.
Like I don't. What is it? Still cheating?
It is.
It is.
Guys,
Excuse me.
no, I
Because
wasn't.
like you need there's certain math equations that you need to know.
Yeah, you need to write on the like before anything.
Yeah.
Before you start an equation, you need to give them what you're doing. Like,
Yeah.
you need to give them the
So-
equation. If you're gonna say y equals to x
Mm.
minus mx, whatever, c, whatever,
Mm.
those equations, you need to write it before you continue with the number. So
Yeah.
I wrote it here on the thighs, but I never got caught.
You know, yeah, because like I mean that's also another nice way. Like I still remember I was in Matric at this time. I think I was still in like grade 9 or so. It was
Yeah.
in Alberton, I still remember. So I was in grade 9.
Shit,
I remember
Martin,
it.
they did you dirty.
They did. They done messed my life up, my man. They done messed my life up. And I still remember, man, there was a girl that you know, that this girl, bro, like she didn't play around. Like she even would tell me like before the exam. Like,
Yeah.
no man, I didn't even study for that thing, but I'm gonna pass.
I need to pass.
And she will pass.
Yeah,
You know
or
what she would do, bro? Like she would, and I learned that skill from her.
Yeah.
So she would basically like this girl could taught herself how to write small letters. Like
I
very
know
small.
my friends watching this, and if you are watching Musa, I'm
Small.
exposing you. She used to do that in her blazer.
Yeah.
And yo, guys, yo.
So she would write that
and
down.
She paused.
Yeah, she would write it down. Like, bruh, this girl used to write like an essay in a small stretch. You know when you open like a 2 choir,
Yeah.
you know how thick the lines are, right?
Yeah.
The top one. She would take that thing out, and then she would
Yo.
write, and then she'll put it like in a blazer,
Yeah.
right? The collar of the blazer.
Yeah.
She'll put it underneath there, like she'll put it nicely, and then she'll walk wearing a blazer. And then when she gets
That
there,
one's a
all those
she
cause
takes
of
out
fundang.
she takes out a
All that-
blazer,
Hmm?
and then she puts a blazer on her lap, and then she just does a flip open, it's a flip open and flip down, flip open, flip down throughout the whole exam.
Yes. I remember in Matric, the exam papers would leak. So we would get exam papers before the thingy. So now before we write, so the educators found out, and they were like, they had the power to change the exam papers if we did that. Yeah. I remember we had a life sciences essay question. So I'd usually just take the essay questions and just practice them.
Yeah.
I'd never take the whole question paper, because then what if now? Yeah, guys. So I took the exam, the essay question. Guys, I learned it word for word. So I know Gabi, can I tell you where the question of the essay was? Can I tell you where that question was? It was in the front, where there by the multiple choices,
Yeah.
2 questions, and it was like I think 3 or 4 questions from that essay question. I never, yo guys,
Crazy. Tembi Bunny.
I wanna this Tembi one here.
Tembi, yeah. You want to say it? Just say
All
it.
right. So Tembi says her funniest matric moment was at her matric dance, right? So she liked this guy, Kanti. Someone invited his ex.
Ooh.
They got back together that night.
How?
Yo, we had bought him. We had bought him his suit. Even oh my gosh, that's when my Popeyeism started. Oh, Mtwana Bantu. Oh,
it was her MD day.
You. And you know what? That's a feature also that Zo's hat, and I was about to say.
And I know a friend of mine who's in matric this year. She had a matric dance like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and her boyfriend didn't come. Like her date didn't come. Like he never made it to the dance, but he was dressed. And he even took pictures for her before
he got cold feet. It happened.
Wait. Did he get cold feet or this nigga went somewhere else?
I do not understand.
That nigga went somewhere.
Well, he went to another matric dance.
That's what she's still trying to figure out even today. It's been 3 weeks or 2, I don't know.
Yeah, that is sad though. Like, I'm so sorry, Tembi, by the way. Like, did your friends tell you that the ex is but who invites but you I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think about the situation.
You and the guy that got lost. You guys should have just
connected. Yeah, but I don't know if the matric was happening at the same year. Also, it was at the same time.
Yeah.
But
same dance, same dance. We're going to the same. Hamano Dimpo. We were dating Dimpo. All of a sudden
guys,
now,
did you guys
I'm an
also,
LP.
Did you guys also have
LP at the MD?
But it was meant to be.
It's shy. And you must know that his ex was that much.
Yeah. Did you guys also have those like lights off moments during like Valentine thingies? Kind of
the Valentine's lights. Yeah, the only time we had those lights down moments was in the bankers party of those Valentine events.
Bankers party,
Bankers.
Yeah.
You've been in bankers before. Bankers still happen nowadays.
I went there after school. I don't know if it counts. I went there after
That doesn't count, dog. No, that doesn't count.
We used to have like lights out for like 20 minutes or so. I don't remember.
At school.
Yeah, and now when the lights go, when they switch on the lights, now you find someone kissing the other person's. It was a mess. Like every time when it was like,
what would happen at school when?
We'd have
just randomly the lights would go off.
Yeah, we had like a ball where during the ball. What do you mean?
There's no structure there.
That's cool. It's a farm, Ben. Animal farm.
So tell me, yes, you said.
And then during lights out, you can't see anything. No disco, nothing.
So whoever's just next to you,
there is a countdown for lights out. So
was it 20 minutes?
I don't remember.
So
I think 20 minutes around.
People be panicking trying to find their date.
Yeah, so
their toilet. So say no,
you can't go out. The doors are closed at that time.
Yo!
Everything is tight.
So before the lights off. So before lights off, you can go out.
Terrible.
But when it's lights off, which one could kill you?
No, before lights out, when they do the countdown, no one goes out. Like
so they do it the countdown. So I can walk from, maybe if I was with my boy Ekonin with my nice time and we're having a nice time with the gents talking other things.
Yeah.
I can rush and go to where my girlfriend is at. Or because I thought it would be brutal if my share randomly.
Didn't you guys kiss during V-balls? Didn't you guys kiss during V-balls?
No, man. If
we never had like a V-ball. We had like a
restriction. Yeah, it was, man. And it was also restriction. I mean, and I still remember Matt and I with classes, with class the V-balls. So there would be for grade 8 until grade 9, and then it's grade 10s until grade 12s. You know what I mean? And grade 10s until grade 12s. There were like the couple Wakwati and then Mr. and Mrs. Valentine's. You know, they'll let you guys like squeeze in the other things. And there's always a teacher that's always working around Mr. Malimam Khodu or something like that with that weird ass surname. They'll always walk around there. That's too much. That is too, he would seriously say that. Like, that is too much.
A daughter in the school.
Yeah. Or he had a crush on one of the girls in Matric. That is too much. You know those ones. Yeah.
I remember the lights out would go, like they'd switch off the lights and then like they kind of alert you with the disco when they're gonna
It's about to
switch.
go
Yeah,
down.
when they're gonna switch it on.
When
And
the
then
lights go
when
low.
people see the disco, then they'd probably stop. And then again they'd switch off the lights, and then you see the disco, it's time to stop. Like it was an on and off thing.
So tell me, were
And
there
then-
situations where people would kiss other people's girls?
Yeah,
I'm not
that's where the
there.
drama was
Yeah.
at.
Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you right now, even if I would hear that countdown, I'm gonna go close to that one girl that I had a crush on. Just make sure that when the countdown is there, I'm there.
Thing
and
is,
I'm
you
like-
never.
But you tap on
they
the
don't
person,
keep
right?
the lights off for too
Oh,
long. So
but can you
they
tap on the
switch-
person, right? Because otherwise, for me, it's rape.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So can you tap on the person and then they don't see who it is, and
yeah. They
Abash,
swi- they
Well, they can't
switch.
turn them on too long because
Yeah, they switch on and off.
pencil drop.
Yeah, they they switch them on and off. So that's why you can't actually do much,
then
because then
it's just there.
the lights will be on at
Oh,
any time.
okay,
Yeah.
I
But
know.
it was like the
Can't
thing.
bump and grind.
Tim is like, I'm not
I'm not
sure
about
about your school.
Correct. Literally.
I want to go to Amapiano.
They're basically
Did you
promoting.
guys have sokis as well?
Even the name.
Guys,
It was those two guys.
we
I-
did have those things.
What
Valentine
did-
sokis.
Sokis, yeah.
So we
What
had
does
the Valentine-
soki mean?
It means like it's a party. Why?
Oh, like soki
you
soki.
dance, yeah. You
Yeah,
soki.
Yeah.
And then you come with your date. It's like a Valentine ball, ne?
nice.
But like before the ball, you guys have a soki where you just dance. Like it's just dancing. There's no masuna, no nothing romantic, no letters, no nothing. And then during the ball, that's where it's the romantic stuff where you kind of write an anonymous letter to someone you like, and then they
now
read it
just-
out, and then
They read it out. You see, that's what I was about to say. They read it out. Where does it come from?
No, it's anonymous. You write a letter,
Yeah.
and then you drop it, and there was like a thingy,
A bowl.
a bucket,
Yeah.
where whoever who's emceeing, they read it out like a letter to man.
Johan is the
And-
Frio.
Yeah, and then, and then what else would happen?
But it would be no. But like, get this.
Mhm.
I am. Let's say I am dating you,
Mhm.
right? And then they go through this bowl.
Yeah,
I know I didn't write anything about you.
it has
Alright,
happened
alright.
to me.
And then they put up that thing. They're like, we got a message here for Dempo. Dempo, it is
I
from
don't
the
see it.
anonymous. Anonymous is like, last night was a fantastic. And
I
they-
don't think they would read such. We never got those.
like I'm just saying, like
No,
it
but
could be, you know,
Guys
exactly.
in high,
Like,
I don't think
Or like
they
get a
would.
letter, Dimpo, you're my star on the
You don't
moon.
write.
Then you go to your boyfriend. Oh, baby.
It's like,
God,
but
It,
like,
it happens, but they don't write like nasty
It
things.
wasn't
They're
me.
obviously not going to read them
yeah.
because we're still. in
No,
high
obviously I
school.
wouldn't make it nasty, but like, oh, someone saying, yo, Dimpo, you know how much I love you a lot. And I'm your boyfriend. I know for sure I didn't write that.
I-
You
that-
understand what you just did for me right
yeah,
now?
It has happened. There was a guy who wrote a poem for my friend, and then they read it out. The boyfriend, like she was literally chilling with her boyfriend, and then they read the poem.
Hectic.
But he kept it cool until the end of the ball, and then
Obvious,
the boy-
interrogating.
Kubalo.
Interrogate you. Now throughout the whole bowl, you are watching all the guys that are watching your girl. Like all the guys that are watching your girl, you're just looking at them. It's like, could it be that guy? That one doesn't see. And like the guy would have balls.
Yeah.
Only. You know when you end up like having that kind of thing where you already have a culprit.
Yeah.
That no, this sounds like a Sfiso thing. Like
Yeah.
Sfiso, and I've seen Sfiso the way he's been looking at my girl these days.
I've seen him in the science class.
I've seen him in the science class, and then
Yeah.
exactly, and then you find out. And West Part also, I remember an incident similar to that, but it wasn't like what you call Valentine Boat Day,
Yeah.
but it was a love letter that was passed on. And it was in grade 11. We were in grade
Mhm.
11,
Mm.
and they brought us in for like, man, they would have these motivational things, man. Chester would happen when someone comes and motivate the whole school. So there was this love letter that was passing by,
Yeah.
man. And the friend of this guy,
Yeah.
right, is the one that wrote that love letter to his girlfriend.
Hectic. What?
Yeah.
That guy interrogated for the whole week to find out who it was. He was accusing people. I was even one of the accused. Even he was going around just accusing everyone for like that. And then he finds out after 2 weeks when his girlfriend dumps him and dates his friend. It was him all the time.
That letter was the one.
And you don't even think about your friends when
Mhm.
that happens. You discuss these people with them. That's a charm. Mama. Got the Chomi.
That Jomi is the one.
Chomi is the one.
And there's so many incidents that I know of that people have done that. Like I still remember also there was a time in Alberton High where a girl that had a crush on me, her name was I like naming shaming people so that they can come. I want them to comment that Tatos come puppet. Yeah. Her name was Adele. And Amarake Adela. Oh, does that make sense? Like they pronounce her name Adela. Mara, her name is Adele.
Limpo, but it's Dimpo.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's a Melville thing. Val and Free State is like the same WhatsApp group.
Same thing.
That's the same WhatsApp group, you know.
Same thing.
So what happened in that is that her friend Palisa had a crush on me and asked her to come and tell me about the crush. But when she came and she did it for herself.
Yeah.
I know that thing where they're like, no, go tell him how.
That's a smart move, though. I'd do it.
Very.
But then what's happening? Their friendship didn't go well for like.
It depends on
those couple of weeks. But until she was like, you can have him. He's a douche.
They're probably married now. Oh yeah, you know definitely.
He's like, nah, you know, yeah, they are definitely like you being a douche right now. Also, you know what I mean. But have you been also in a situation like that?
No.
Or would you? But you said you would do it.
Yeah, I'd do it, guys.
Oh,
I would.
Also, you there?
If the friend, let me tell you, no, not like that.
So
if the
take your
friendship
shot.
is like, I'd shoot my shot definitely. Why not? But not like you know what my problem is with shooting my shot is someone dating me out of pity.
Yeah.
But if I kind of know that you do like me,
but why would a person date you out of pity? Like, what is that? What is that though? Like, can
the
I
thing
ask that
of
question?
shame she likes me or shame
skeptic.
she, yeah.
Oh.
Hi guys,
I know a lot of people that have been in situations like that and they're still together. Obviously, the girl wouldn't know. I don't know as a guy.
when I thought about coming over, we saw it just to say no. Seriously, you were second option. But do people do that though? Like, do people?
It's a thing, man.
Yeah, it's a thing.
But why would you put yourself in that situation when
No,
you date someone?
let me tell you, it depends on like. Oh, you're talking about the
dating out of pity. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bro. If you're in the game, why not?
Like it's a thing, man. It's
a lot of gents don't.
It's not something I'd condone.
Yeah, I also don't condone it.
It's a thing, man. Like we live in a sick world.
I think it's a thing of I'm not ready to settle down.
The way did you hear the way you said sick? It's like we live in a sick world.
I think it's a thing of I'm not ready to settle down, so let's just see. That's when you date. Like I think that's how it happens.
So I want to know, like, from people out there, for those who are joining us right now, dating out of pity, can you find true love out of that?
I think you can.
We know like a few people who've said that and then now we're here.
And then now we're here. It reminds me of a story that maybe my mom would tell me about my dad. Like, you know, you must ask your parents those questions. When you ask your parents those questions, you'll find out that most of the time your dad was the one that was nagging all the time. Hey,
your dad was so annoying. Like, then he had these shoes.
Yeah, like she will tell you the whole story, remind you of everything. Like I don't even know what I was doing with the skinny man in the first place. You know, sometimes I even ask myself, why am I still here with you? And your dad is right here.
Yeah, they're in a fight.
They don't care. Parents don't care. Parents don't care.
They don't care.
I realized how my mom speaks to my dad. And my dad is the more calm and humble one. My mom doesn't care.
Your mom is the loud one.
Yo, my mom's like the funniest one in the house, and my dad's like the calm one that laughs whenever like a joke is really funny.
Yeah.
And yo, guys,
your dad is that guy that you'll be wasting your money if you take him to the comedies.
Honest, can I tell you how my dad laughs?
Yeah.
Like my dad doesn't laugh at all. When you make a joke and like he's really dead, this how you doing, Puma?
Yo.
And then he's done. That's how you know that he really laughed. But if like you made a joke and everyone is laughing, he just smiled the entire time.
You know what? We feel bad. We feel bad for the guy that you want to marry when you're gonna have to introduce that guy to that man. If that man laughs at your jokes like that, just imagine if that guy had to walk into that house Like the like the look is the one that's gonna make you go
Oh,
back.
but he's very friendly though. But
Oh,
he,
is
he
it?
doesn't.
Oh, he's a
laugh.
friendly person that
Does
doesn't
your
laugh.
dad He's
Has your dad met
quiet.
your boyfriend?
Mm-mm. Why?
We're just asking because like nowadays, nowadays, like the dynamics have changed, guys. Like I know that a lot of like people in the black community, when we're not introducing boyfriends and girlfriends at home.
Yeah.
But nowadays the dynamics, it has changed now.
It has.
Like
It
I
has.
chill with
I
my
remember.
girlfriend's dad.
Eh?
Like we chill.
Well, from
real.
your case it's different because
the mom
you
as
went
well,
there,
like we
but
chill.
you went there, bruh. Wait, I'm not gonna tell people, but you went there. It's a different story.
No, it's
Would
not.
it be the same story? Would it be in the same story in college?
No,
That's what I want to
no.
know. You know what I mean?
Let me tell
Like
you.
in college, dog, would it be in the same story, my friend?
Let
Like,
me-
be honest with yourself. Would it be in the same story in college? Would it be in the same story, my boy, in college?
I don't think it would. But however, my sister introduced her boyfriend in Matric to my dad. And when she went to varsity, my dad gave him the car to take my sister to varsity. But I can't do the same. My dad doesn't know any of my boyfriends.
Yeah, your time. Guys,
Guys, I can't do that. Let me tell you, like, it's so weird. My dad and I never ever talk about boys. Ever.
Because you're the last born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only
That's
conversation
fine.
my dad and I have ever had about boys was when I came to varsity. And it wasn't even a conversation. He only told me that no boy would ever love me the way he loved me. And that's where it ended.
That's I wanna Leo.
And that's where it ended.
I time.
From then on, we don't
Because he
even talk
knows
about
Joburg boys.
boys. Yo.
Yeah, they'll dribble you.
Yeah,
What's Timmy
no.
saying, my man?
Yeah. Timmy's like, yes, but I think that karma will hit that person and will be left behind
With
with
feelings.
feelings.
Yeah. Yo, guys, come on.
Yeah, when you take someone out of pity.
And yo,
Mhm.
it hits you when you think you're at that your happiest point. Yes, it's coming.
I've actually taken an ex out of pity. An ex. And that was the first
Really?
and last time. Yeah. My
But
first fiance.
Mm.
Like I took her back out of pity. When I start, when
I feel
we
like
start.
most
That's why
girls-
malume nice time. But they want a nice time. That's why.
Nah.
I feel like most girls also date out of like they date other gents out of pity.
Yeah.
Because sometimes guys, you're lelona. Yeah.
Oh.
You.
It's a thing of
Yeah, man, the guys can nag you. Like,
yeah.
I've-
And
yeah,
especially
I've-
if
I've-
like
I've-
we've been
I've-
friends.
I've-
Bilang phone, Vel.
And you know when the guy asked that question, yo, you just made me. You reminded me of the guys in the township. Yeah, that they, the guys that used to be gangsters. You
Yeah.
know, the hardcore guys that used to be gangsters.
Yeah.
They came to take the land.
How?
Yeah, they came to take the land, but they never tell me about it. Like I don't understand why you guys come take the land and you never warn me that you guys want to take the land. Where? Who? Oh, is it? Oh, yeah. No, you must clean the place, man. Yeah, it must look nice. Anyway, shout out. By the way, sorry for that. So, what I'm saying, guys, is that in terms of what I've experienced in terms of the township and these guys from like the corners, like the gangster guys.
Yeah.
They call the girls, oh, my chocolate.
Yeah. They never ask the girl. Yeah, you see, you've got you've got the look. Yeah, they would never ask the girl out. I still remember there was one that he would grab a girl and be like,
Yeah.
when I saw Muchira match, no date, no, no talking is like
Nothing.
now, and this is my direct translation, guys. He would walk up to the girl,
Yeah.
grab her in the arm, and tell her that you are my girlfriend now.
And they
I'll see you
date.
tomorrow. Bye. Done.
Some girls
Out of
actually
fear.
like that.
Yeah, they like that thing. Like this guy just came, and these guys were the guys that would, because when I grew up in the township when I was still a kid, man. I mean, that was when the crime was like on.
Crime was high.
was high, man. Like girls were so attracted to guys with 325s, guys that would wear like the Mandela shirt, but like unbuttoned put, with them glasses also, and that bucket hat that she's wearing right there.
Wanted.
Like
I was Sunny Boy.
Sanipo. If you've watched Yizo, they were
Yeah.
attracted by that kind of
And he
lifestyle.
drives a taxi.
You know,
Yeah.
they were attracted by that kind of
Share,
lifestyle.
share.
Yep.
Yeah. Even now, most hands do.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
till
but
this
danger.
day,
But now it's like the Golf
but
Sevens.
even like it was going.
It's
was
changed. It's
going
Golf
around
Sevens
on
now.
Twitter
Yeah. It's Golf
that
Sevens
Indo
now.
that might be most wanted. They like girls now, but Guys, don't look at me like
What are you
Is
saying?
this summer 2000s mentality?
no.
It's a Twitter talk.
Even
It's
yeah,
Twitter
Twitter talk. Like
Yeah.
they've been saying that, well, a man must be wanted by the Hawks. I swear, it's a thing now. It's a thing.
They are saying this thing until they are also in behind bars with those people because you know what? That house that you've been leased on, that you've been put on in your name, that money that you've been receiving every single time, for the fact that you have a record, maybe chatting to this guy, maybe this guy told you that this money is illegal and you are agreeing, you are seriously accomplice already.
Yeah, you're a accomplice.
Yeah.
So also basically, you know,
You are helping. You are help the Hawks when the Hawks came out.
together.
When the Hawks came out, you still remember when they came out? No, recently that there was this other clip from ENCA when they went to go get one of the guys' cars, and
In Bryanston.
like in Bryanston. Like, just imagine we are right now here at Malume Nice Times house, and the Hawks are right here now collecting his prized possession, all of his cars. And you are watching this thing from wherever you are hiding,
live,
and you are seeing that Ferrari of yours like being dragged in there, and you're like, oh, yeah.
Guys,
And then that 2000 that's sitting with you is like looking at you that way, like, hey, now it's that time where I'm like, Mom, can you please come pick me up?
no, they don't do that anymore.
What do they do?
They text, they text another one.
Oh, the same time. It's like, hey,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yo,
seriously.
Hans now, yo,
Hey,
Hans are in the
hey,
game now.
hey.
They know that there's loads one if he messes up is the one.
He's
after.
the one
Have you ever been in a situation like that, or do you know of a friend that's like that?
with the Hawks, or where
No,
you
no,
already
wait.
have a backup.
Definitely not with the
Not
Hawks.
with the Hawks, but like, yeah, with that backup thing where you had.
I feel like every girl, like, not in a thing
What-
that.
what-
wait,
No,
wait,
let
wait,
me
wait,
explain.
Maybe
It's
the
not
brothers is what you never do. You never know.
not like that. Let me
Mm.
explain. It's not a thing of we're cheating at that time.
Mm.
But it's a thing of if he fucks up, you know
info.
already. I'm so sorry for that. If anything happens, you know that you cheat on
is
me.
like doing a show with a programs manager.
And the station manager.
It's like you can't swear away from it. It's like now we are laughing. As you can see, we are laughing. But check after
Sorry.
when we're done, we're like,
Guys, I'm sorry. If you don't see me tomorrow, just know what happened. I'm so sorry.
yeah, carry on, girl. Don't worry, carry on.
If
Yeah.
anything happens, you know, the Mamban is the next. Like, you're gonna start talking to him,
Mhm.
and then not obviously, maybe he'll also reciprocate whatever you're giving,
Yeah.
and then relationship in the next 2 weeks.
But what
It's
about
the-
my
it's the-
body's
It's the thing. It's the
situation?
thing. You know, it goes. I know my boyfriend doesn't really care about me, but there's that guy. His face so there. Sharp, baby
You already
girl.
know who's next.
How are you, baby girl? All right,
Mhm.
everything fine.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Then when things are bad, his face was there. It's fine.
And I'm not even saying that because I know gone girls would always like when you're gone. I don't know, but most girls I know that when you're gone, you only have eyes for your man. However, if anything becomes shaky, you already know who's next. You already know who has a crush on you. Even if it's just a rebound, you already know, guys.
Is it the same thing
absolutely
also
fine.
with gents? Yeah, when we say that in direct translations, and when you're whipped, when they've hit you with what we call a full pachaza, right in between your eyes. Apparently, there's a difference between a full pachaza and a G-string. So G-string, at least you can swear away. Full pachaza, you can't see. Fuck on. You are blinded. But is it the same case also with gents in terms of a rebound person when you're dating?
Nah, guys always have rebounds.
Yeah.
There's always that one
But-
girl that's there that you know she's there.
Like that, so you have
But
your ride or
also-
die and a ride or die. Like
But also with rebounds, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
With rebounds, I'm not saying I condone people having rebounds. I'm just saying it happens. It's just for you to decide whether you're doing it or not. But you know, there's already that one person who's ready to say, "Hey, Dimple, let's strolla." There's always that one person who's willing to say, "Let's continue with whatever we had, or let's start with our own thing." But I'm not saying that girls always do it or they do it.
yeah.
What are you saying? But
No, because I was about to
Because you allowed time.
ask that question. Yeah.
but you allowed if you're that serious, then you're allowed time to either get over your
Mhm.
past and like have me time, self introspection to see if you were the one at fault or not.
Yeah.
And like you go through that stage. There are people who are wise enough to go through that stage before hopping into the next relationship. But then there are people who say that hopping into the next relationship kind of helps them to get over
the previous person. I'm actually one of those.
I don't get it.
Which is kind of messed
really
up. But
don't
like
get
I
it.
do.
How?
What rebounds?
Yeah, I know from my end, I'd say rebounds do help, but to a certain extent, there's going to be a time where you're going to have to actually like just take time to yourself and think about everything that has happened and actually just kind of reflect on your life, reflect on your dating life. If you're like you,
but a rebound, is it fair for the person that's like when you're talking rebound?
Yeah.
Do you think that you need to at least tell the person that, bruh, I am not looking for a relationship right now. I'm just looking for someone that would entertain
fair.
me.
It's 110% fair.
Yeah.
Because now I know what I'm getting myself into. Unlike you telling me, I know you and I here so fast, all those things. And now I'm in that zone. Like I start neglecting other gents that have been lining up. I forget about everything. I stop going out on dates. Kanti I'm not even your girlfriend. 8 months later, I've been single. I think it's fair because now you're wasting the next person's
person I was waiting
time.
for to comment. Tell me below.
What is she saying?
It's just it's never one with the gent. You guys have your own.
You have one.
Your own.
I don't know.
As a Playboy,
You can
as
have
for
one-
Playboy Nation on the side.
your own.
Mara team B, mara
Wawenza
Lwena,
so.
Wawenza so.
Ish. But
No.
Temi's right.
Yeah.
Lahana.
Yeah.
Temi's right.
No,
I don't believe in
Minji,
backups. Shem.
Yeah.
I don't.
You guys always have backup.
no, speak
And
for
I'm not
yourself.
even
Like, no, don't never
assuming.
back up on Nababao.
Backup is there's no backup.
For me, you know what? I'd rather put it this way. It's not a backup. It's not even a backup. It doesn't even come close. I'm trying to justify it, but it's not. It's like if you're but that's the thing. I think maybe because we are talking maybe on a far more because sis
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we already have in our eyes that this is Mama Sakaya.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The other people, if they are,
Yeah.
Let's
I know
play that. Let's go.
like,
Let's go.
but not as that.
And
But that's not a person that if this doesn't work, I'm gonna go to Seattle.
But still, Siadala is there.
Sometimes.
Most times.
Nah, sometimes.
Okay, let's say this.
Shadala's
Let's
not there. She's
okay.
not there.
Sharp, because you guys now older and all that.
Pena, this guy
Limits
also
have changed.
he's also in a certain level of his life. Me, I'm older, and I'm at a
it
basis
back
where
to-
I'm in a complicated situation right now.
Let's take it back to first year until third year varsity. Sadala was always there. Don't lie.
Not really.
Yeah.
Guys.
Me, I was playing all the time. I was enjoying my life.
Yeah, I know varsity and a couple of classmates here and there, but yeah.
like I know. I'll be honest with you. And I still remember in varsity. I was in the relationship would only last for like a month.
Exactly.
Like it wasn't even
you know
serious.
What's funny? And you know what's funny? Right now, if a hand does the same thing to you, has a siadala, it's a flop.
She gets stoned.
Yeah, and it's a thing of Hayoki. You call her names, and now, guys, and you guys get really hurt when we do that to you. Yeah,
Who wouldn't?
But no, that's the thing. Who wouldn't? But when you do it, do you think of who wouldn't? No.
It's just like, you know what? One thing that a lot of guys have mentioned, and I don't know if maybe that's so much true, but we're gonna go for a quick ad after this.
Yeah.
One of the things that guys actually do, is that when guys decide to do a side or something, it's purely physical. A woman needs to be emotionally invested first to cheat. Woman doesn't just cheat.
Yeah, women don't just.
So that's why whenever a woman does it, it hits home.
But nowadays there are women who actually just cheat.
I know. That's why these days sing from Mbappe. Right now. Saba. Hey, brother, times have changed, brother. Times have changed, brother. I'm serious. It's different, man.
Women are just nowadays.
Yeah,
nowadays guys are the ones that get dropped off.
Even like to all the gents that are listening right now, let me tell you guys something. Thing is, when you guys play us, it's not a thing of I got played and then I move on to the next relationship. I'm gonna get. I learn. So when I see it happening in the next person, I reflect back on what happened. I now know what to do. I learn, I move on, and now I hit back. Like when we learn from you guys.
So it's kind of messed up because that means the good guy that you're supposed to actually be with, you are basically going to be giving that guy a lot. Actually, that's even another nice question. Is it fair that your current boyfriend gets the backlash of your ex?
It's not fair. However,
but I think we'll touch on that after the ads. Let's touch on this.
Hey, yes, you. I Love Marvel.live presents Black Friday, an on-air advertising opportunity for your business. For just 250 Rand, you can advertise your product or service on our platform for 10 minutes. And guess what? It's to an audience of 170,000 viewers. That's crazy. For more information, dial 011-718-2600 or simply email ilm.livesales@gmail.com. Increase your sales today. Don't be an idiot.
One talk.
Mabena, please disappoint me again. I knew it, Mabena. Come.
You kick properly there, man. Come now. Kick and go. Kick and
Very
go.
good. You are stopping you.
Hey, you. Come, I do. Kick properly. Kick there. Kick properly there. Catch up. They're kicking as a counting. One talk.
Mabena, please disappoint me again. I knew it, Mabena. You. Cross those legs, you. Cross those legs, you and Mabena. You, that person on top of my van. Go. Hey, that Mabena is just tall and lazy for nothing. Just.
And we are back. And
And we're not talking about Sekho Mabena, who's on the Melville Drive.
Yeah. That's what I didn't even know. I didn't even know.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's messed up.
It's my business to know.
Did you just say, of course, that I didn't know?
Yeah, it's my business to know everyone's name and surname.
But you just made me feel like a bad person that like you don't know people.
It's my responsibility.
Yeah.
To
And you're doing a great job in terms of that, by the way. I'll give you kudos about that.
So
Shout
Temi
out to
Balo,
you.
yeah, man, woo, thank you. So Temi
what is Timby now
Temi
on
saying,
about now?
says that women are finding equipped to men. You live by the sword, you die by the sword.
yeah. Thank you. Timmy is focused. Very a focused woman.
Isn't?
Yeah.
Vara is it? Yes, she is
You
focused.
should join on Sundays. Have you met Timmy before?
Yeah, I
Oh,
got with her.
Suck. You kind of forget, man. Like,
And I told you that we need to cut from getting from that school.
Hey, the
I
school
told
is-
you.
yeah,
I
man.
told you. This whole station is gonna be ran by that school. I'm telling you.
if you are looking to get into radio and you're not from that school down the road, hit us up.
Please do hit us up.
Down the road.
And I like how you put it, the school down the
Down
road.
the road.
Yeah, it's like no man. And baninzi man.
Yeah, actually.
No man, baninzi man. Anyway, for those who just joined us, it is exactly 5 minutes past 2 right now. That means it's the last hour of a Marvel Rush, and we are just filling in for none other than the two hosts of the show, Big O, and who's the other person again? CEO Miley. It's going to be a very interesting one. We're going to be looking at basically the driving factors, the forces, basically, in terms of what we need to do when it comes to Matric. I know we were talking about that, like Matric exams can be a bit difficult for certain individuals. I got 10 years and I've been done with that. Like, not even 10 years, actually. It's more, it's 12 years. Yeah. Not even 12, 13 years. I was in Matric. Yeah, 13. Wait, no, I'm lying. No, nah.
You like what? 2010, nah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like
11.
No, I matriculated 2009.
I'm tired at you.
Like, look, this guy, his name is Malum a nice
11.
time, and it's like Nimtala. I graduated 2009.
Are you old?
You guys.
You're a fossil. Where were you
You-
2009?
Hi, man, guys.
I was in grade I'm not gonna tell you my age.
Yeah, we already know your age. We have your ID and all those things. Mara,
I'm
sometimes
talking about the viewers. Thanks.
Oh, okay. But you already even said where your age is, by the way, because you were saying that you are part of that AMA 2000. So people can take a guess.
It's up to them.
Is it one? Is it one or two?
Neither.
Before? 2000 street twin. 2000 street twin.
Your email says 2000.
Like exactly. Like so we're exposing you right now. We can't be exposing our age.
2000 and I'm proud.
Hey, you're so proud. But who said you
I'm
must?
one of my 2000 who are gonna change the narrative, so better look out.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
You know when they do that, like, and you gotta pop the tongue out also when you do it.
Yeah.
Like, is that?
There's this new thing that they do.
Yeah. That
Dimla.
What is it? What is it? What is that?
Yes.
What is it called? Like,
What's
you
it
know,
called?
I've seen it. You know,
Now,
like,
now people use it as like a confirmation on some say, like if you say,
are we going to that party,
like,
dog?
period. No, no, not like that. Like
Okay.
a period
Teach us,
type
teach
of
us.
thing. Like when I say period, and then it's that.
Oh, it's-
this
Are we passing Matric?
period. That yes.
You must teach me how to do these things. I feel like I'll be cool doing
And when you
these things.
greet your friends, sometimes
Hey,
Alright, so now we're old
Alright,
school. Like, yo, what's up,
hey,
dog?
is it fair to see? How you doing?
Yeah, man,
Nice,
yeah, man.
nice,
You know what I'm
nice
saying?
meeting you, man. Shit.
Fist pumps, not.
What are we doing?
not
Yeah.
everyone does
It's
it.
like
though.
having a
I don't do
seizure.
it.
You know what I mean? Like now we on those kind of rules. It's covered. Let's all greet
covered.
ourselves like that.
Do you guys think it's fair for for parents to pressurize matriculants to university, especially in this time and age?
What, going into university?
Yeah.
What do you want to do after that? After matric, when? But you do not or what? That's the difference.
Not university as in like like by university I mean like going into like a public university, bo UOFs, bo Wits, bo like
Oh, the
a
pressure of going to those
yeah.
places instead of going to a college or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, man. I think that's actually a bit, and I understand that's a bit unfair-ish.
Yeah.
But our parents, they like to live through us. Like, so basically whatever
Mhm.
failures that they had, they want to rectify
it
them
through us.
through us.
Yeah.
So I mean, places like Wits, UJ, and University of Pretoria, when they were growing up, to them this was like, it was a wow
Yeah.
factor being in those
Yeah.
schools. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe that's one of the reasons why that just the one that
The
I could think of at
pressure.
the top of my mind.
Yeah. But how
yeah.
would you say how would we say students should kind of like deal with it? Because now it's a thing that even in this time and age, there are certain parents who don't necessarily understand that I don't want to go to a normal university. I want to do arts.
I think
I
you
don't
have to
know.
look at it from a point of view of parents. You know, some parents grew up struggling. They don't want their kids to have the same problems. But now university is a big thing. You need to know what you want, because there's gonna come a time and point in time, like apparently they projected like in 5 years, the accounting, there won't be a need for accountants anymore.
Yeah.
So now if you're sending me to go do accounting, then in 5 years I'll
What's
be out
gonna
of a
happen?
job.
Yeah.
Replaced by a computer.
You understand? Like literally in maybe like 5 years or 10 years from now, there'll be jobs that literally we haven't gone to school for. They don't teach you at university.
Yeah. You know also what the problem is? We never really, I don't know about you guys, but a lot of people that I've been around with never really fully know what they want to do until they get to university. So in
Then they
matric,
really wasted money.
yeah, in because I remember my sister and my brother who are literally like they're probably as old as you guys. They
Not that old.
there's a huge age difference
Like
between me
we're
and
so
my
out of
siblings.
touch.
You, bro, like the
So
way
like-
she said, like they're probably as old as you guys. Like,
No, I'm sorry.
I felt that.
No,
I
but you
also
guys,
felt that
you
also.
guys rub it into my face, so you made it sound like you guys are like
right. I
old
felt it so much, man. Like I feel like a grumpy old man. Yeah,
guys.
I
It's not
really
that
do.
deep.
Like you just made us feel like we are 40. Like, can you hear the
So
energy
now
on
you
our
are you
Make us
tone?
feel
saying
like
that
Mark
my
and Trevor.
siblings?
Yeah.
No, are you
like,
saying that my
dude.
siblings are 40?
But no, we
Feel
don't
like
know.
Mark and Trevor.
The way you said that thing, you made them
No,
sound as if they
they're
were
still in
40.
They're still in their 20s, but like late 20s. Anyway,
Okay,
that's
yeah.
besides
Mhm.
the topic. They've changed course. My brother, he changed courses, I think 3 times.
Mm.
Like it was a mess. And then my sister changed twice, even universities. At least my brother stayed at the same university. So I also went through the same. I went to a school where I thought I'm gonna do live performance. And then when I got there, behind the scene the entire year, like, so at our school they give you a chance to do 2 courses in 1 year.
Yeah.
So I chose live performance and TV, and then I started with TV for the first semester, and then instead of going to the live performance in the second semester, I chose the film. Like I stayed behind the scene. So what I'm saying is that I feel like, I don't know, I feel like is it that we're not given enough opportunity to explore what happens? Because there are career exhibitions where you get to know what happens.
But career exhibitions, I feel that they're not enough. They give you a couple of pamphlets and tell you that this is what's happening. It also goes now down to what do you want to do, your research. I mean, after high school, I took a gap year. My family thought I was crazy. Like, why? Taking a gap year? I said, I'm gonna go work. I'm like, I don't know what I want to do at school. I'm gonna go work.
And it worked for you.
It worked for me, and I knew that I wanted to do like radio stuff, and I wanted to be like in excuse me, I wanted to be in the multimedia place, you know what I'm saying? So I took that gap year to think about it clearly and ask myself questions like, is this what I really want to do?
Yeah.
Is this really what I want to achieve? You know what I'm saying? So it goes down to your researching and what you want to do. Because I know people that went to UJ and they are still there. They're doing like their 5th course or something.
Yeah. There are people that just live for college. Or
like those guys in the SRC, they're just being there.
Yeah, he's like, bruh, don't you
want to leave?
Are you comfortable? I feel like it's a thing of, it's like, besides the pressures that we get from families, from people, like everyone as a whole, I feel like it's a thing of, understand that it's a journey, your journey alone.
It's your path. You're writing the story of your life.
If you want to take a gap year and think things through and just to know what you want, like do your research, it's okay. And if you say, okay, I don't want to go to a normal university where I'm going to be doing medicine or I'm going to be doing what, but at the same time, I'm not saying it's not okay for you to be confused in Matric, because now we're just in Matric. So I'm not saying it's wrong of you to be confused. It's completely normal. Because I remember, guys, I applied for medicine, I applied for law, I applied for nursing.
What did you want to be when you was, well, because you're still young. So when you grow up, what do you want to be?
Well, in high school, I kind of knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to be like, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, but I wanted to be in the live performance industry.
Oh, okay.
However, because of, guys, I'm from Free State, and if you're from Free State, you know that if you're taking sciences or commerce, then you're there. Everyone thinks you're going to be an accountant. Everyone thinks you're going to be a doctor. It's a thing in Free State.
Work in the government.
Yeah, they don't. There's no space for you to say, I want to be an actress. It's like a dream that's not going to come true. Yeah. So I knew I wanted to be in the creative.
You want to be an actress?
No, it was an example.
Yeah.
I knew what I wanted to be, but because of where I was at that time, there was no space for me to say, I want to be, let's say, an actress in this case. There was no time, like there was no atmosphere. There was no way I could say I want to be an actress, because first of all, my peers don't understand why an actress, because we're doing sciences. You're in a school where it's just sciences, and acting and drama is like an extramural activity. We did have drama as a subject, but we didn't do it as it wasn't taken seriously. It was just like one of those subjects, so for me, it was a thing of, you either need to look around, you either become a lawyer, you either become a doctor. Like, I had to look amongst those careers that everyone thinks you've made it if you're one of them. So one of the reasons I'm in this industry is to also show people from back home that, hey, it is possible for you to actually say, I want to be an actress, and actually be an actress. Because people there, it's like, I remember I struggled from this. And
is it that bad? But can someone in Free State say, when I grow up, I want to be a farmer? Like, is that?
Are we going back?
Farming has money, yes, but I don't think there's enough avenues.
Yeah,
because I remember in high school, there was a guy. He was a wealthy guy. Like, dude, the father owned a couple of jewelry stores. He was a very wealthy kid, And he said, what he wants to do, he wants to go to America and become a plumber.
That's his dream.
Yeah, apparently, like, and plumbers earn more money in America than a person that's working this side. Yeah,
Yeah, no, that
The
is.
thing is, it's a
that is-
craft.
that
The
is
thing, it's a
definitely-
craft. Like
that
the
is a
the craft. The craft element in South Africa is slowly dying because everyone wants to be in IT, everyone wants to do HR, everyone wants to do.
Yeah. It's also the pressure that schools put in. I don't know about schools in Gauteng, but I know schools in Free State, they focus more on the academic side of the world than actually saying this person is really unless
With
it's
their
rugby.
hands, yeah.
Unless it's
basically.
rugby that say you're good at rugby, focus on that, but not to say don't
Not
focus
even
on your
soccer.
school.
Like for soccer, it's a different
Rugby
story.
also is the boo.
Bloemfontein Celtics.
Yeah.
So they get you from Kokasi.
Yeah.
Rocklands, yeah.
Oh,
but
Oh,
wow.
This girl, what do you take us
no,
for?
guys,
Oh.
are you guys not from here?
No, we are from
yeah.
here.
Oh,
But
how
you
can we
don't?
not?
Oh, that's why do you think you are laughing at our jokes? Because you know it's the truth. Sometimes you laugh at jokes because you know that some of them are like the truth also.
We are
in that
worldly
sense.
people. We are
Yeah.
worldly.
Re tseba hantle Free State, papa. Re tseba hantle.
Look at the Kronstadt.
Yeah. Oh, no se Kronstadt when. And then Vessel Blom, I think go Vessel Blom not a while ago. Vessel Blom is also another weird looking place. You live in Free State, you don't know Vessel Blom.
I don't.
Sure.
So Tembi says colleges are expensive. Are you going to pay for yourself? Then also adds basically that schools need to integrate these things and adjust to the times. Gone are the days where everyone wants to be a doctor or a
True.
lawyer. That's 100% true.
That is true.
Not
We
in
need
Free
more.
State.
We need more plumbers.
I'm not even lying to you. Free State is. I feel like it's a country on its own.
Yeah,
No, not like guys. Let's be serious. I'm serious. Like not in Free State. In Free State, people still need to be lawyers for their families, and it's not even a thing of they're struggling financially. It's the mindset. It's like
but
they
it's
have
a
small.
it's a good and a bad mindset, so to speak, because now that means that the education that they flooding onto people, onto their kids, is to make sure that their kids are quite equipped when it comes to like the academic part of it.
Yeah.
Because like Jose, there's a lot of dumb people around here, bro. Like, and I'm saying dumb because academically some of them are not that great at it. But however, the one thing that Joburg does well, Gauteng does well, is the freedom of expression in terms of the arts, in terms of what you want to do, what you want to be, is basically character building. Joburg is character building, so to speak. You know what I mean? And then that means Free State is more academic, and it's not just Free State. Also, I mean, I know that in Pretoria, also some places in Pretoria are like that also in itself. Also, I mean, it's a thing.
I know in Free State, like parents, I know even my parents, like they would invest anything, they'd give their all for you to go to a proper school where they give proper academics and like body 100% every year. There is a thing. And then actually mirror activities, it would be a thing of we're proud of you. It's okay. But like guys, I used to be so good in actual mirror activities more than I was good in academics. And I like that's why I'm saying I knew what I wanted to do, but I couldn't tell anyone, not even my friends, as much as they also knew. But because that mentality has been instilled in them that yes, it would be out of luck for you to make it. I don't know. I feel like people need to be more exposed to these things
and ask the right question. I think maybe for down the line, we should actually have like someone here, or you, the producer of the show, go and have someone to come and speak to about this.
Like an educational
important.
counselor. You know what I mean? I think that would actually be a nice fit. Anyway, guys, from us here, I mean, it's that time. I don't know. I don't know.
End of the road.
It's that time. We're here we go to the end of the road. Doesn't know.
I know it. So natural. I belong to you. No.
You know how you know it? Your sister, when she was mopping, she was listening to that song. I can tell you that for sure.
My sister's playlist was fire. Till this day, I still listen to it.
Ironically,
Tamiya's there.
It is ironic thing. Like my sister, Tabila is like the same age as you, right?
Yeah.
And Tabila, in her playlist, in her playlist, she's got old school, deep house, and all of these songs she knows through me when I was like, because I used to clean also in my house. When I would clean and stuff like that, you'd play those songs, and then obviously then she'll let Pop Smoke and stuff like that. Obviously, like just to put it in the mix. Dion.
I can't hear what the guy's saying. I'm sorry.
She liked the way that I move. That song.
You're offending other people.
Hey, you are. Hey, not Pop Smoke. Hey. When it's Dion even. I'm like, I was checking the address. This is how I was sitting. Your address. I've never felt like an old man in my life. I was sitting there for the first time, sitting in the club, shower the track because they have the jukebox, right? And they were going crazy, these people, bro. She liked the way they like. I am sitting. I'm like. Like I'm like, you know, when you sit and you're just watching people do it, and you're like, I want to join, but I don't want to make an idiot out of myself. And then you see this other guy, I think it's your friend, who was dancing there. He knows how to dance. He's doing it. I'm like, yo, that looks dope.
He's actually one of the greatest dancer. He's won like a lot of awards nationally.
Yeah.
Nationally, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you can see that guy can move, but that guy was, hey. Yeah, I was like, pop, it's a Pop Smoke situation.
We should actually interview him on that episode that we're talking about artists. And
interview him, man, and then have the clips also of his dancing, and also people can see his dancing, man. That guy can move actually, like he can do it. So when last did you dance? Like you dance, like
me.
Yeah, like who else am I? Okay, let me ask it again.
Malume last time with boogie. Two steps there, side to side.
Okay, when last did you boogie, my guy? When last did you do the boogie? Yeah, you a boogie, my man.
When last did you properly dance? I'm not
like
saying,
me. I know, not these things. Like dance, like lose my mind, like dance. Last year, March. Okay. Like me lose my mind. Otherwise, I've been that guy in the clubs that I'm there, and I've been that guy, like just like, hey, that's a nice vibe. Yeah, it's very nice.
But do you enjoy yourself
in a club? Yeah. I do. I like the club scene. I like the environment. I like it, man. I really like it. I like it. But I'm not a dancer, like, because last time when I danced, and it was at Bryanston, by the way, at Rockets, when I was doing that. Yeah. And Senzo was he was performing there. Senzo and X also. Yeah, they were performing there.
She doesn't know who Senzo is.
Oh.
Like I'm hoping it explains.
Yeah, like Questa and Kid X were performing on that day. So I came there.
Questa's real name Senzo?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
So anyway, so they were performing there, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna go check with the guys what's cooking there, bro. Yo, but I got so lit. They even recorded me, so the thing that's messed up about it was that they were, you know, when even the girls that were around, everyone's rooting, and you think you are doing it until they show you the clip, and you're like, and you let me dance. That's why I was like, I'm not a good dancer. I don't know how to dance.
Yeah, same.
I really don't, and I don't think I'm gonna do that to myself.
I love dancing, you guys.
Me too.
Like Steffi.
Like super Steve. What's about Steve? You know what? You can even bring the oil tracker go free state. It's still not gonna work. Like there's nothing that's gonna adjust that figure. You know, dude. To that point, bro. Like, you know when I was watching these dance classes, this Matt Steffenings or stuff like that, and these people they dance, bro. They dance, and I'm looking at myself in the mirror, and I'm trying to do these pop blocks and all these things, and I'm like, damn. And I get so aroused, bro, and especially by girls that hip hop dancers, like girls that and I'm like, yo, I wish I knew how to dance hip hop. I
swear when I'm cleaning in the house, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I feel like I can dance, but when it's time to do it to other people,
the club or something,
it's like I'm lying.
Yeah,
I feel like it's a thing of you're hyping yourself way too much, or I don't know. But when I'm cleaning in the house,
you feel like you're doing the right thing,
and also there's no one laughing. I think that's why no one's saying "Hi, bo," or like no one's hyping you.
But are you seeing yourself in the mirror too?
Why
then do it then. And then you'll probably end up even stopping, like, it's okay, I'm alone, but you know what, I'm gonna stop doing this thing. But yes, so you seem like a guy that knows how to, you know.
No.
Yeah, you're that guy, no? I can see Swiss on Amapiano, like he's that guy.
Oh, hip hop.
Yeah, he does that.
I'm a hip hopper, dude. I'm that guy.
Qinile now and done.
You know when I dance, guys, my mom screams, "Batata mzimogcine."
Yeah, I deny. It makes sense.
Yeah,
It makes sense. It makes sense. Hey, when last did I hear that? I'm gonna with Bumbula. This weekend when I go back and dress with Jason, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna see one person get and just say that. Oh, that was a nice phrase. Good those days.
Good old days.
I reminisce now. Anyway, it's time for us to actually say goodbye, adieu to you guys. You can join Marvel Rush once again tomorrow from 12 until 3. We are not going to be here. Definitely not going to be here. But you are going to be here. Right. And then also do not forget that at 3, the Marvel Drive is going to be taking place with Nitisi, Tejo, and Tepo. We're going to be handling Melville Drive. This is I Love Melville.live. And, you don't want to miss out, man. I think I heard that Melville Drive's got like some hot sauciness lined up for this show at 3.
Today.
They've got some hot sauciness in terms of that. Just the recaps also, man. In the morning, you heard from Melville Streets, the unconventional breakfast show from 7 a.m. until 10. And then from 10 also until 12 rather. It was Sports Intake 360.
Yes.
SI 360.
SI 360.
Yes. With Maluma Nice Time.
And AK.
And
I like the
and AK. I think AK. Like, yeah, you guys are tuned in to Sports Intake. I'm not doing none of that because that's how the show is done. You know what I mean? But we're gonna be doing it well, and we're gonna be doing it right. And I don't know how though. Like even JR also, like sometimes I imitate him when he does it also, because he's also got that voice. Ne papa. No papa, get obona kausa ne papa. He speaks like that. Get obona kausa ne papa. No, don't worry, my guy. Get our phone no. Get our phone no.
Does he really speak like that?
He speaks like that. Yeah,
Like
get our phone. Get our phone.
Everyday conversation.
Like when I speak to him on the phone, that's how he speaks. Yo, get our phone no ne get our phone do. Get taka naman papa man.
It's like Pretoria, guys.
Yeah, it's
What they feel.
it's not that I get to YD feel or something, but he speaks.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh,
what I'm
like,
saying
sit
is that
down,
they
you just-
like Pretorian people like say what they feel or what they
What the
they-
judge.
Wow, what the judge? Oh,
what
you
they
saying that?
judge.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff like
Oh my,
that.
it's a boise. I want the
Yeah.
boise. Do you know what a boise is?
I don't, but I've heard them say
Yeah, that's
that.
2 rand.
For
Jagged is 10 rand. Yeah.
It's about sleep, about
And-
dinner.
Yeah, and a black person
Yes,
came also.
yeah.
I really need to get confused in movies when people do that. But
Yeah.
umoni mosoto ole
Yeah,
koko moving
I
ele
think,
among
I think in everyday, like that's how people speak. Like even when you've annoyed someone, like maybe I'm explaining something to you, like for the 500th time, and you still don't get it. Yo, motomo so tokir. That's
Yeah,
how they say it. I feel like it's an expression.
It is an expression, but it will confuse the person. I don't want mosoto ole ko moving ele, and it's like, what mosoto are you talking about? There was a soto guy in that thing, and then you watch that they show you Wesley Snipes. I'm like, oh, what
Even
man.
at school,
Yeah,
when someone
exactly.
is misbehaving or like I don't know, if you're doing something inappropriate, but like yo ke Mosotho jwalo, or maybe
Yeah.
if you're not thankful, let me say I'm giving you something and you're not even saying
Yeah.
thank you, and then you're like yo let me say I give you food and you're like yo
Thank you, Mnyama.
yeah, thank you Mosotho
Yeah,
jwalo.
yep.
Why,
You're
not disrespecting us.
Yeah, man. Anyway, guys, it is what it is. Join us again. Where can they join you if they want to see on your handle and stuff? Because me, I don't do handles.
Oh, yo, it's _ Dimple M on Instagram. Actually, Dimple M on social.
Is it with a D?
No, with an L. Limpo M on
Yeah.
all social media platforms. On Twitter, yo, Twitter, guys. What's wrong with me today?
Why don't you just call yourself Limpo?
You-
Limpopo.
Limpo, yeah, Limpopo.
You see,
Yeah.
if I start calling myself
Yeah,
Limpo, everyone's
yeah.
gonna go
Or
Limpo.
Lympho.
Oh no. It sounds like nympho. Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah, on Twitter it's _Limpo _M, and then on Instagram it's _Dimpo M
With a D.
with an L everywhere.
Like we know. Do they know?
Everywhere it's Limpo.
Yes, but
For
you
D.
pronounce it Dimple.
Dimpo.
Yeah.
Dimpo.
I feel like when I'm big one day,
Dimple. Yeah.
guys, I don't like
Dimple.
you know, in clubs when you meet someone, like a lot of people, and then you introduce yourself like, I'm Dimple. Oh, Dimple, and the time they're drunk, and everyone just goes, Dimple. Ah. I swear that happens
Nice one.
90% of the
Nice
time.
one. we have just bet on that. Malume, nice time. Where can people join you?
You can catch me on Sports Intake 360 Mondays and Fridays.
That's
10 to
it.
12.
No handles.
You
Oh,
can
no,
catch
my
me on
handles.
Instagram, Maluman at Maluman Nice Time.
Do it, that name, Donna.
One word.
I know it's chai, man. It's chai. So yeah, guys, goodbye. We'll see you guys once again. Well, some of us
Soon.
Just stay on the pages, man.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Stay
You never
tuned.
know
And
what's
tell
coming
your
up
friends
next.
to join in. Tell your parents to join in. Actually, no
No,
parents.
parents.
No, don't want old people, yeah.
No, we don't want to do that to people.
As Big O would say, it's what is it? GVO.
It's GVO.
It's good vibes only.
Good vibes only. Good vibes
Yeah,
only.
tell your friends, your partners, tell everyone to join in, guys. We're gonna have a good time at Melville Rush. Stay tuned. Yeah.